Hello everybody, my name is Vrexia and welcome to Let's Stream Tyranny. I'm joined by the lovely people live on Twitch. Thank you very much all of you for joining this as we play through this RPG in which you are basically one of the bad guys. So I started playing this about 3.5 years ago and got 12 hours in. I think we pretty much finished not the tutorial, maybe act 1, something like that, you know, but we basically we got through the initial stage of the game to open up the other stages of the game, and then I stopped for various reasons. So we are back playing this. We are going to be playing this game as Vrexia, which is a character that I'm transitioning through various RPGs. We started her in Baldur's Gate 3 and then moved her to Oblivion, and we're judging, as well as playing the game and judging at its own merits, we're trying to just see how well games, RPGs facilitate being a bad guy, right? And Vrexia is basically an evil mage, a necromancer if possible, but necromancer isn't in every system, so we're just going with mage. She is selfish, self-driven. She wants power, she wants knowledge. She will screw people over to get what she wants. She's quite treacherous, but she's also cunning and charming and charismatic, and can charm people and get what she wants by promising them things and maybe not delivering. She's that kind of character, and she's basically out for herself, and yet she wants to become as powerful as possible. And that's kind of her drive, pretty much. Now, as an aside, Baldur's Gate 3 was freaking awesome at that. Oblivion was terrible. Oblivion didn't really work for her at all. So, now playing Tyranny. I am now going to start the game, and we're going to get in there. So, what I remember from the game is that there's quite a long introduction to the character / setting and the way that the game embeds your character in the setting. So we'll play through that. I also remember there's two kind of clans that you're trying to manage and play off against each other, who are like working for the big bad that you're also working for, and you're basically, I think, just trying to subdue the final portion of a world that's resisting the rule of this tyrannical overlord that you're working for. That's pretty much the premise. That's literally all I remember from 3.5 years ago. So that's what we've got to work with. Yeah, heartless. That's as far as backseating and stuff goes. Generally, like, gameplay hints are cool, right? But spoilery stuff isn't. So, and like how that equates to backseating, I'm not really sure. But for example, if I'm going to pick, there's a lore of magic in the game that is utterly worthless. You know, like say it's like picking resistance in Dark Souls, for example. You would say, don't do that. That is completely pointless. You are going to make the game much more difficult for yourself if you do that. Pick something else. That's fine, right? But yeah, just use your own kind of discretion about it, and I will use what hints I would like, and then but I reserve the right to ignore advice. The law of fluffy bunnies. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Hopefully the transition works well. We'll find out. I would not even. Look at that. Professional. Okay. Magic being really fun in this. Cool. Okay, because we are going to be a mage. Let me know about the audio seems fine to me. Maybe take it down a little bit for now. But obviously I haven't played this in a while, so we'll just notch it down just a tad, I think. Maybe a little bit more. Bunny mage, your preferred class? Nice. A teeny bit, yeah, okay. Bit much, yeah, okay. Yeah, I get a vague idea from the audio spliders. Trumpet splash, kind of loud. Yeah, it's sometimes music can fluctuate. Yeah. It's not too loud. You're too loud. Yeah, I know, Gary. I know. Alright, so just to show you a couple things. So if I go load, then we have our save from summer 2021. I don't remember anything about any of this. I don't remember a thing. Don't remember what kind of character we were playing. But that's where we got to. If anyone cares, we're at the Spire. Vendrian's well. That's where we were in Act 2. Okay, but that doesn't really mean a lot to me. In options, we've got most notifications on apart from the show reputation thing. Hello, Genetic. How are you doing? Nice to see you again. The difficulty is that I've got death turned off, I guess, so then people can't permanently die, and auto level companions is off so that I get to do that myself. Other than that, everything's on. Auto pause. I think I had a little look in here before. We got combat start, target destroyed, enemy spotted, where the game will automatically pause. We'll see how that goes. But this is similar to Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, where you can have the game pause instantly. But I think you can just pause it with space, probably. Controls, we'll work it out. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Left click everything. Stealth toggle, marvelous. Okay, yeah. But this should be okay. This should be fine. Though I don't see a space to pause, so... And yeah, graphics and sound. Okay. So let's start a new game. And we're going to play normal. So, whatever these are, no. We're just going to play normal rather than story mode. Because I want a vague kind of... I just want to play it as the game kind of is intended, you know? So, normal requires strategy and efficiency, but forgives a few mistakes in combat. Companion combat AI is enabled by default. Okay. No, we're not going to be doing... Let's see if no, I have played Pillar of Eternity. No, we're just going to play it with this. That's what we're going to do. Yeah.
For over 400 years, the armies of Kairos the Overlord have swept across the known world. All who stood against them fell before their might. Even the Archons, women and men of immense power, were forced to kneel, chained to the Overlord's will. Now Kairos' final conquest has come to our corner of the world, and two of the Overlord's armies compete for the honor of taking our lands. The elite disfavored, and the teeming horde of the Scarlet Chorus. The voices of Nerat, spymaster and Archon of secrets, guides the fierce and undisciplined masses of the Scarlet Chorus. With each battle, the Scarlet Chorus grows stronger, as the defeated are given a simple choice: serve or die. Graven Ash, Archon of War and the Overlord's most loyal general, leads the disfavored. Though small in number, Kairos' ironclad legion has never met true defeat in open battle. Watching over the two generals is Tunon, the Adjudicator, Archon of Justice, eldest of Kairos' minions. Tunon brings Kairos' laws to newly conquered lands, aided by the Fatebinders, judges and executioners of the Overlord's laws. You were among the youngest of the court of Fatebinders when Kairos' armies came to our lands. How could we have known that the fate of thousands would rest in your hands?
Hiya, Palette. How you doing? Yeah, this is what I remember. Yeah. So there's not too much in there that I that was kind of new apart from the names. I'm doing good, thank you. I am doing well. So yeah, you've got two different armies. You've got like a barbarian rabble, and then you've got an elite fighting army that are both here that you've got to kind of manage. Gives you big Pillars of Eternity vibes. Yeah, it was around the same time, and if you know, obviously mentions it in this. So, all right, so we're gonna make Vrexia now. Let's see. So in the Northern Empire, where you were born, women enjoy equal protection under the laws of the Overlord Kairos. It's good of him. Is he really such a bad guy? Right, Kairos, right, I know this is kind of small, but I've made the text as big as it can be, but I'll read it for you. Kairos is a name out of legend. For centuries, the Overlord has consolidated power, sending vast armies to swallow entire realms. The most powerful mystic in the world has ever seen, Kairos can issue edicts. I remember this, a magical proclamation that level cities, spread pox, sunder lands, or change the course of seasons. Yeah, edicts are a big part of this. Again, I think the music's a bit loud. But I can't get into the menu. So in the Northern Empire, where you were born, women enjoy equal protection under the laws of the Overlord Kairos. I remember edicts being quite important. The southern lands in pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. In the southern lands of the tiers, women may crew a ship, but only men may own or captain a vessel. While these customs give the oceans to the men, the lands are trusted to the women. Men may rent and lease, but only women may own land and bequeath it to their daughters and sisters. Cool. Okay, while following a parent's profession is standard, many women choose to pledge service to one of the Overlord's powerful archons. Those without a viable trade or lands to call their own are often drafted into the armies of the Archons, where it is assumed they will rise to glory or vanish in obscurity in accordance to their worth. Something I wondered about when we first started. I'm going to go back to the main menu actually, if I can, and turn the volume down a little bit. It's much quieter here. It's annoying. I'll put it here for now, and then we'll kind of see where we go with that. Is that the Barbarian Horde, right? Or indeed all the armies, but especially the Barbarian Horde. We're going to call it the Barbarian Horde. I know that.
For over 400
Can I skip
years.
this? Thank you. Wow, now there's no music at all. Oh, there we go. When it's said and done and all the wars are fought, then what? What do they do? Okay. We're slim. Shady. And yes, we are female, and I think it'll be quite pale, to be honest. I think it'll be fairly... Is that the palest? Okay. You mean the Scarlet Chorus? Yes, I mean them. Okay. No drow this time. No drow. No drow. Okay, so we're not an archer. So Vrexia doesn't really use weapons so much. Just insofar as, like, in Oblivion, she used daggers to inflict poison, and in Baldur's Gate she held a staff. Well, she had a staff in Oblivion as well. Right, I'm not seeing an evil mage here. We're going to be struggling. That one, I guess? A mine's a weapon, yeah, exactly, yeah. So I'm probably gonna go with this. Yeah, we'll go with this. Probably, unless there's something else that really gets my attention. All that, dunno. Yeah, okay. Voice, female aggressive.
That wasn't so hard.
Let's see. Or noble.
I'm injured. Oh. Heads up, we have company. Good work. You learn something every day. This will be fun.
I don't think she'll be sneaky. Yeah, we'll go with noble. Hair color will match this, so she can be redhead in this. That doesn't matter too much. Laura's a pretty strong stat that will help with spells. Thank you. Okay, that's the kind of this broad help that is useful. And we get some tattoos if we want. Oh, I see, yeah, it's appearing there, okay. I mean, as we're probably going to be wearing armor anyway, right? So unless it's on our face, is that going to matter too much? Probably not going to bother. Yeah, so I've no markings. It is Laura's the OP stat. It is busted. I like the sound of that. Okay. So today you are a Fatebinder, agent of Archon and of Justice. You are by no means free, but as a warrior scholar deputized with discretionary powers to interpret and execute the laws of the Overlord Kairos, you are freer than most. One does not apply to be a Fatebinder. One is called by Tunon, the Archon of Justice, to decline his death. Oh, well, I guess that's why we said yes then. Millions of men and women live in the dozens of realms ruled by the Overlord. How did you stand out from amongst this teeming mass of desperation and insignificance to gain the Archon's notice? So Tunon, I think, is our boss, right? Is the adjudicator. The adjudicator is the Archon of Justice, ruler of the conquered realms and arbiter of disputes. Oldest of the Archons sent to conquer tiers, Tunon speaks with Kairos' authority. His true appearance remains hidden behind an iron mask, the face of judgment. So Kairos is the big bad, and I think Tunon is the guy, like, under him, who is our boss. So he is the chairman, and yeah, this guy's like the general manager or something, right? Tunon's my boss, yeah, okay. So how did we join Kairos' army? Do these change? They do, okay. Some of these we are not going to be. So we're not going to be soldier, pit fighter, hunter.
Your dungeon has been breached.
Oh, someone read it. Oh, it was wholesome whale shark. Why is the alert box not? Oh, it's. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. It's because this is over everything. Oh, we don't even have chat.
New species of creature has entered your dungeon.
Sorry, everyone. Hi. Sorry, 5 emote limit. Apologies. Hi, Winsome. Thank you very much for the raid. What were you streaming? You know what? I didn't even realize that Tyranny was on the top of everything. Just a minute. There, right? We have a chat. Oops. We have a chat. What should I put you guys? Down here for now? Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Hi, Cheng. How are you? So, I am Vrexia, Big V Streams, and it's very nice to make your acquaintance. I'm not sure if I know you, but thank you for raiding. I'm a variety streamer that does many different games. Currently playing Tyranny for the first time-ish. We tried a couple of years ago, but this is our second attempt. We just kind of stopped playing it. No fault of the game. Hi, Bed Burton. Welcome in. Sun Milk. Thank you, Sun Milk. Yeah, Sun Milk's pretty swell. But yeah, so I'm pretty chill. Stream fairly a couple times a week, and I like role-playing games pretty much. It sounds a bit weird, but yeah, we're going to be playing a character with certain drives, certain ambitions, and is going to behave accordingly. So we are currently creating a selfish, evil magic user. who is going to, yeah, find her way in the world and try to become as powerful as possible within the constraints of the world. So welcome in, sit back, relax, enjoy. Evil, yes, yes, yes. Yes, we are. I tend to be pretty slow paced as well, and if I miss something in chat, just repost it, because I tend to be pretty bad at reading chat when I've got this on the screen as well. But nice to see you. Thank you for raiding. And Silent Hill 2, that's not a game I have played. The whole horror genre thing doesn't really appeal, like Silent Hill and Resident Evil. I'm not that fussed about, really. But we recently finished Dark Souls. We recently finished Horizon Zero Dawn. We've been playing. I love like old school RPGs like Baldur's Gate as well, and Elder Scrolls. That's I guess where my biggest kind of thing is. So, okay, I don't think it'll be Lawbreaker either, because that seems like it's a rogue type. You know, wait, this is a crime to be fair, but I don't. Vrexia, who's the character, is pretty lawful. She doesn't really break laws unless she needs to, or it would benefit her. But I don't think that would be the main drive to her backstory. That wouldn't define her. So it's going to be one of these. Let's have a little look. So War Mage, right? Lawful evil. Yeah, that's exactly what she is. Yeah. So flu? It wouldn't even. Yeah, it would. Well, yeah, just a new. Turn over a new leaf, right? Few have the combination of wits and courage to be accomplished casters and warriors, and those cursed with such a combination of talents are invariably pulled from their mundane lives and assigned to the armies of the Archons. Your earliest memories are a painful slog of training, study, lecture, and exhaustion. All the elements of being groomed for battle. You knew better than to ask what became of your family, nor to question the missives allegedly penned by their hand that were part of your earliest lessons in reading. When you reached adulthood, Tunon the Educator came to the barracks and laid claim to your life. Seeing you as too valuable for the crucible of battle, the Archon of Justice deemed your life better spent dedicated to the art of punitive legal remedies. Though you had much to learn in matters of civil discourse, none could deny your bright future as Tunon's great enforcer. Okay, so this seems like it's more of a no, like it says War Mage, so it's like a fighter as well. She's not a fighter. Like if anything was to describe Vrexia, it would be Glass Cannon. Guild Apprentice. Deeply proud of your intelligence, she is. Your parents also knew you were too smart for a life spent in the hands of the soil. Looking to secure a better future, your parents struck a bargain with Seven Tree Guild, a small magical order willing to teach you letters, numbers, and magic if you proved capable. I don't know if there are classes in this game, Gary. I don't know. We've got some mysterious points here. We'll see. For several years, you learned much from the mages, mastering reading and writing faster than the rest, and eventually learned the basics of mystic theory and spellcraft. Your magical studies became to abrupt halt when the voices of Narat, Archon's secrets, deemed the guild peacetime distraction that must be disbanded for the upcoming war. Its mages assigned to proper armies. While your peers went to the guild, your mind was seen as too valuable to be wasted on the armies. Instead, your life was claimed by Tunon, Archon of Justice. I remember something about the voices of Narat as well. Known in his official capacity as the Archon of Secrets, the voices of Narat is equal parts genius and madman. Rumors abound that he can steal the minds of others, though few, if any, are alive to confirm as much. The secrets of his interrogation are never heard from again. Subject, sorry. And the Archon is able to recall the memories of where are we? His victims with startling accuracy. Right, so I think, yeah, this is a bit bigger, so I'll pop that out so you guys can read it as well a little bit better. He is the inconsistent leader of the Scarlet Chorus. Facilitating between commanding from the vanguard and directing his armies in Sentia. Despite his strange methods, no one doubts the voices of Marat is an accomplished strategist, even suggesting that his madness stems from thinking hundreds, perhaps thousands of steps ahead of his enemies. Wow. So this appeals, right? This is basically learn to be a mage. A noble scion. Born to noble lawbreaker. Can I be a lawbreaker? No, it doesn't look like it. Look, accused of a crime you certainly did commit, so no. No, you can't. Born of noble parents, you were groomed for leadership. Your youth spent on letters, history, rhetoric, and other matters of culture and statecraft. Though you had wealth and creature comforts, you were expected to grow up and bear the honor of shepherding others through prosperity and war. When your parents came under accusation of sedition, you were sent to the court of Tunon, Icon of Justice, to defend your family's actions. Your parents were found guilty. Their sentence, dissolution of the treasonous estate. Eloquently pleading your own ignorance on your family's actions, you negotiated your most important deal yet: immunity from the crimes of your family for the simple cost of swearing fealty to the Archon himself. Despite the unwilling induction, your education and savvy made you a valuable addition to the Archon's cadre of enforcers. And so long as you remain in good standing, your family just might be allowed to live. Okay, alright. So I kind of liked that until the bottom bit. So the music a bit loud. Yeah, it's different. It seems to be different volumes in different screens. It's all. I've notched it down as much as I can for this. But it's gone now completely. So. Yeah, I can't win, basically. Exactly, Baka, exactly. So I kind of like the idea of you know, her having this wealth and education, and then her family is accused of stuff and she bargains her way out of it, but then it's just like, you know, I'm working to try and save my family. Like I don't think Vrexia is a person who wants to have that whole like ball and chain of a family to worry about. So I don't think I'm going to go with this one. All right, let's go with Diplomat. Well, let's have a read of it. Yeah. Though they would never tell you why, Kairos bestowed great wealth upon your family for some unmentioned service, and your parents used this wealth to have you raised far from home. Your childhood was a nomadic tour of Turatus, that's the world, with hired tutors and fleeting friendships. Where others had stability and routine, you had a worldly and varied education. A careless word in a far-flung city landed you in legal trouble, and you were taken before Turon, the educator, to stand trial. Not only did you plead your innocence, but you turned the accusation around on the accuser for wasting the court's time. I like that, and Icon of Justice concurred. Amused by your wit, wisdom, and adaptability, Turon claimed you as his newest enforcer. Right, it's either Diplomat or Guild Apprentice. Can you not say that she lets them keep her family alive so they think they have a hold of her, but in reality they don't? That's true. Yeah, you could. You could. I'm just thinking that, yeah, the whole thing about this, though, is that so long as you remain good standing, your family just might be able to live. The game may well assume that you're trying to get them to live, right? So I don't know. So let's just have a look at the meta about this. So these are obviously not obvious, but I'm going to assume that these, are skills. So history, rhetoric, and other matter of cultures, and statecraft. Like here, we've got magic. Yeah, and then diplomat we've got. So basically we've got knowledge, general knowledge, magic, and diplomacy. I do like diplomacy, you know, but I am a mage. I'm a mage Like, if I had, like, a cross skill, it'd be Diplomat Mage, right? So I'd have to decide which one kind of fits the most. I think she's more of a mage than a diplomat, you know? So I think I'm going to go with this. I really like this idea. I love this. About her turning the court on its head and the accuser became the accused. But we're a mage. So a diplomat, yeah, exactly, right. So we got letters, numbers, and magic. Prove if you prove capable, and then reading and writing faster than the rest. So we can read and write, you know, which I think is bigger. Yeah, sure, Heartless. You can offer advice, yeah. Again, I don't have to take it, but yes, you can certainly offer advice. That's no bother. I'm not really sure where to put chat in this game either. We haven't seen the UI of the game yet. From what I remember, I think magic is quite difficult at the start, isn't it? I think that's what you're going to say. I'm just saying, yeah, at the start, it's going to be really difficult to just get to do, center a screen. I was thinking it. I could, you know. But there you are. Glorious. Choices are RP focused. Start buffs, but they're small and nothing to worry about. Okay, thank you. Okay. Oh yeah, we're gonna go with Guild Apprentice. Yeah. Basically, we're a very gifted mage, and that's what got us the attention. Which, you know, if I had to just think of one on the fly, that's what I would pick. So we'll go with Guild Apprentice. Okay, primary expertise. You are trained in the following combat style. No. Okay, so that was easy. Shock spells. Oh, we get different outfits. Oh, okay, maybe not. Oh, we could be a ninja. What's this? Yeah, short bow. That's kind of cool. And these will all be the same, won't they? Well, different glow on that. All right, let's have a look. Games are hard to start no matter what you want to gain out of that. Oh, okay, that's fair enough. Skills. Mages skilled in shock magic can frequently interrupt their enemies, preventing them from executing their attacks. Lightning, okay. And then we get magic staff, dodge, and law. Okay. Are these all the same then for that? They are. Okay. Frost spells. Frost magic is an offensive school that focuses on slowing enemies as well as dealing cold damage. Vigor spells is a utility branch of magic that focuses on granting bonuses to yourself and your allies. Atrophy drains the skills and attributes of your enemies, weakening their attacks and making them easy to kill. So to remember, last time we saved at a certain point just before we repeatedly got our ass handed to us. You remember that? I don't remember it. I think that we yeah, I don't think we quit because it was too hard though. It does, yeah. I'm just wondering about, like, just thinking meta, like how difficult. This also seems like we need other people's help though, right? Because if we look at it, foe target versus magic, so it rolls versus magic, and then it has -3 might and vitality. That doesn't kill anything. If we're on our own, we need someone else to kill it for us, right? Whereas these two, at least we yeah, damage 10 and 15, and then 8 and 12 versus magic versus endurance. Okay, interesting. And you can push stuff back with this, whereas this slows them down. Flows an affliction for 12 seconds. 2 meters. 2 meters at all? Wow, interrupts strong. Summon the skeletons easy. Yeah, so I do like atrophy. I do like that. I'm just wondering if there's another Okay, we got secondary as well. Okay, so we can go like both. We can go like probably shock or frost. So I do feel that you're right. That's probably what she'd focus on. Okay, get any of these types in game. Yeah, okay. No, I'm not going to look at this because I don't think that would be. I'm just dismissing it, honestly. The bigger spells. Yeah, I'm just kind of which is, they both kind of fit, right? Like, but all right, yeah, let's go shock. Yeah, let's go shock. Black and red. Black and red. But do we do it that way around or that way around? That way around. Okay. I've got a banner we can have. Cool. Okay. That's a V. That's probably better this way around though. Hi Photom, how are you? Hi Toasty, hi. Doesn't damage. Yeah. That's exactly what I was saying, is that that's why I was a bit on the fence about it, because it only debuffs, so we need someone else to help with that. But I think it'll also help us survive if we're on our own as well. I don't think we're gonna do better than that, are we? I like the noose, but no, we're gonna. This is like, I'm like 99% sure this is what we did last time. But lightning out the Emperor. I did lightning. Yeah, I did. I got lightning. That lightning, heartless. Hi, Van Halen. How are you? Yeah, good. Thank you. Yeah, so we did atrophy and lightning. That's an easy one. Okie dokie. Right then. Yeah, that's what we did. Yeah. I didn't think anything else really fit. Watching your Zomboid VOD. Ah, yes, we learned a lot. Alright, let's read all these, even though I think I know what we're going to need. Might determines the physical strength of the character. Increased might leads to more powerful attacks, stronger abilities, as well as increase in the endurance defense. So if we up this, will this change? Yeah, okay. Alright, so Vrexia is a glass cannon. That's kind of her big thing as well. So in Oblivion, we didn't wear armor. In Baldur's Gate, we had 8 Constitution until the end. Yeah, she sacrifices her physical prowess to enhance her mind. So I'm fine having yeah, this, which is probably a bad idea, but we'll see how we go. Finesse attribute describes a character's physical and mental precision. Finesse is used to determine accuracy of attacks and spells. Ooh, all right, as well as increasing the one armor's chances to reduce a hit type. So, and spells, right? So finesse is not useless to us. Quickness determines how often a character can use their abilities and spells in combat, reducing cooldown durations. This is good as well. Is recommended because of your training in shot spells. Okay, thank you. Vitality determines the character's physical health and their strength of personality. Oh, also increases the will defense. All right, so their strength of personality, that's quite strong though. Interesting how that's on the same stat, right? Physical health and the strength of personality you know, like they're not always the same thing, but here's what it is. Wits. Describes a character's mental acuity, their ability to observe their environment and pick up on clues. Wits is used to increase magical strength as well as increase the magic defense. Strongly recommended because you're training in attribute and shot spells. Okay. And resolve determines an ability to endure physical and mental challenges. Resolve is the primary attribute used to drive endurance, will, and magic defense. It also increases the duration of afflictions applied by the character. Alright, so a lot... So what isn't useful? This. The rest of it, you know, is... Accuracy of attacks is good. So adding 1 is +2 accuracy. I'm not sure what that means though. Like, is that a +2 and don't... Oh, okay, let's have a little look. All attacks in Tyranny compare the attacker's accuracy value to one of 5 defenses: parry, dodge, endurance, will, and magic. Accuracy is defined primarily by the attacker's skill in what type of attack, such as magic skills and magic attacks. It can be influenced by finesse. Talents, okay, and other active effects such as spells or items. When an attack is made, the attacker's accuracy is compared against the defense on the target to determine how the attack roll will be modified. If accuracy is above the target's defense, it will get more likely to result in a hit or crit, less likely. Okay, that makes sense. The in-depth description thing, Battletech and Baldur's Gate 2. Yes, because I think like before, there is a quote that was on earlier actually about menus within menus within menus, right? Because you have like accuracy, right? And you right-click here, and then there might be something in here that you right-click, and then you know, and so there's different ways that you can learn stuff. Yeah, that's it. All right. I'm not going to complain about that now because I played Baldur's Gate 3. Remember making incredibly strong, make also dual wield swords, glass cannon, but crazy strong damage dealer. I do like a nested tooltip thing in games do now. Yeah, this is good because before, back in my day, right, Planescape Torment, right, updated my journal. You then had to go into a separate thing and a separate thing and a separate thing, and then which one's new, that one, okay, then you can read it. Whereas now it's just all here. So that's nice. Right? Black and red, black and red. Yeah, I have not changed at all. I think another reason why we didn't finish Tyranny the last time, though, was because I didn't really have a strong grasp of my characters, right? Whereas now I do. Like, I have a very strong sense of Vrexia and who she is and what she's about and stuff. Whereas before, I don't remember who I played. So, I think I just made it up. But I think, yeah, that was probably like a mistake. And so, I think we went with Javelin, actually, thinking about it. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of it, right? We have to convince you to change the stream loader from black and red. Did you? Like, I know I've done it, but I don't remember being convinced of that from an external perspective. I just thought, I just did that. I know that part of the reasoning was because black and red is not good for people who are colorblind. But I don't remember there being much of a debate about it. It was just like, that's something that I heard about and decided I was going to do it. And then one day I did it, and then people were like, oh my god, you've changed colors. Okay, I don't remember. I had it as black and red for about 10 years, so. Alright, so this is very average. But I'm not sure which is like. I think will defense, yeah, I don't know. I think I might go with this for now, and then I'll see what kind of pops up in game quite a bit, because obviously, I say obviously, but yeah, obviously it'll be able to increase these. This seems like very safe. Resolve is better than Vitality. Well, Vitality does their strength of personality, right? Like, I could just do this, but I like the idea of a strength of person. I like the will defense. I don't want my will to be taken over, right? Entropy might disappoint you. Remember, skills only grow with usage, so pick stuff you will use. Right, I can't remember stuff that I don't know. But I will use them. Like, I've only got 2 skills of magic, so... I'm not a diplomat, though. But it's strength of personality, right? Which is basically his willpower defense. And willpower defense is opposes attacks that will are mentally based. Confusion that is defined by a character's resolve and wits attributes can be modified and equipped. So I don't want my character to be confused. I think she'll be quite strong of mind. That's why I quite want the willpower defense, because I want, you know, even if all the companions like, oh my god, I'm going insane, she'll be like, oh my god, you're all idiots, right? You know, so I kind of want that. Whereas resolve, again, is magic defense. I think that maybe resolve is, well, it says I really need that because of the attribute thing. I mean, 9% affliction duration is quite good, right? To start with. I think I might go with this. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll spend forever on that, especially when we've got this as well. All right, everything in law. Yep, let's put everything in law. Yep, everything. Oh, God. All right, maybe not, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, so now we have skills, guys. Freaking skills. All right, so magic defense. Magic. So I'm not going to read most of these, don't worry, because I'm just not going to use them. Yeah, so it's like the Elder Scrolls, right? Okay. Well, I'm only going to be using 2 sets of magic, so I think that we'll be, you know, using them quite often. You lose a single point of will for each point you move for Vitality Resolve. Gain 2 points for each other defense. That made my eye twitch. What? Yeah. Only 2 sets, he says. Well, you know, that's all I've got. That's what I've got now, so... and atrophy is a bit higher than lightning because it was primary and secondary. Yeah. Okay. Well, again, you know, I'm going to be using magic, so we don't have to worry about me leveling up in it, do we? Exactly, Rube. Exactly the same thing. So magic staff determines effectiveness of attacks using a magical staff. Higher skill values lead to more accurate attacks, increasing the chance of critical strikes. The accuracy of magic attacks is determined by both magic staff skill and the magic skill used by the equipped staff. So do you have different staffs for different types of magic? Doesn't look like it because I've got +2 attribute and +1 shock there. And a +2 there for a guild apprentice, nice. trying to work that out back here, sorry. I know, you know, it's just... Yeah, okay. Control attribute. Determines a character's ability to draw and control higher spells that use the sigil of atrophy. Higher skill values increase the chance of hits and crits. It basically makes attribute better. Same as this. So if I put this up, these numbers go up. Or not. There are steps aligned with spell skills. Okay. That's skill, defense against ranged attacks from bows, javelins, and magic spells. Higher skill ranks will reduce the damage taken or even cause enemies to miss altogether. Yeah, and that's affected by quickness. Okay. And wits a bit. And atrophy for some reason. Okay, so you're saying that law is really powerful. Law skill determines a character's ability to decipher information and put together clues and fragments of information. Yeah, I think my character would be good at this. The skill is critical for magic users who wish to learn new runes, power their spells. Law is also used in dialogue to determine what you know about the history of the world, or to impress others with your intelligence. Yeah, okay, yeah, we're gonna max that. That's everything we want in that. Yeah, okay. So we put 10 in that because that's really good. I think we'll put lightning up to 33 and then put the rest into magic stuff. Okay, yeah. Also in dialogue to determine your ability to deceive or trick the person you are speaking with. I like this. It's a double-edged thing, isn't it, nerd? I know. Where deceive or trick the person you're speaking with. Yeah, I do want to do that, but I can't. You know, you can't do everything in a game, right? And it's one of those things where you don't have a persuasion stat which does everything. There are different kinds of persuasion, and if you're a tricky kind of character who's, you know, dealing with thieves and pickpockets and what's the word, fences and that kind of stuff, then yeah, subterfuge lets you deceive and trick people because you're used to dealing with deceitful, tricky people. We're not. So we're not very good at lying, but we are very good at knowing stuff. So we're gonna have to go down that route. So I think I'm happy with this. We're gonna go, okay, right, so this is, I know this has been quite a long character creation. as is traditional. But it's gonna get even longer now. So, how do you want to continue? So we can select the conquest option if it will allow you to play through Kairos' conquest of the tiers, choosing how your character was involved in the invasion. This gives you most control over the starting state of the game and how other factions react to your character. So this will be really cool because you basically make a lot of choices depending on your character's personality before the game even begins, which is pretty neat. All right, Vrexia, let's see what you So we're going to do conquest. Whereas quick start, bypass the conquest phase of character creation. You will select from a list of available templates or how your character was involved in Kairos' conquest. And this will affect the starting of the game. But we're going to do conquest because I think quick start is just for people who know what conquest is a bit more than I do. Yeah. So this is basically a choose-your-own-adventure story.
All the world has fallen to Kairos, and now the Overlord's eye is on the tiers, our home, the last corner of the world free of Kairos' reign. Two armies, the Disfavored and the Scarlet Chorus, march south from the Northern Empire, the last realm to fall to Kairos a century prior. In the early days of 428, Kairos' armies arrive at the Gates of Judgment, the mountainous border that we Tiersmen so long believed unassailable. Unable to agree on a unified plan of defense, the various leaders of the Tiers sit and wait for each other to deal with the conquerors. Until it's too late.
Okay, yeah. Here we have the Horde and the Legion. So that's the voices of Nerat. Right there. I think so, White One. I think this is probably one of those games where we're going to meet the narrator. It seems like it's one of those games where you might do. I don't know. During the conquest, you will decide your character's actions during Kairos' invasion of the Tiers, shaping the world through which you adventure during the course of the game. Each choice you make affects your character and how major factions in the Tiers respond to you. Your decisions matter. Choose wisely. It's nice animation, that. The Bastard City. Bastard. A great word. Sean Bean swears for 5 minutes straight. Anyone seen that video? It's great. The Bastard City stood in the northern border between Kairos' empire and the Tiers. Built upon the natural harbour, at the crossroads between the realms, the city was a nexus of commerce. To the Tiers, it was a centre of all wealth. It's very stylized, isn't it? It's very nice, Gracias, yeah. To a northerner, it was little more than a backwater trading post. Symbolic status as a gateway to the continent made it a natural first target in Kairos' military conquest. Circumstances were ideal for you to prove your worth as a soldier in Kairos' armies. Taking the city would send a message to the rest of the Tiers. Kairos' will is unsurmountable. Infiltrate the Tiers. Both armies sent their forces to prepare the way. In the first major engagement to the war, Kairos' armies crossed the mountains and established a foothold. Select a token on the map to begin. Don't really know what the difference is. Oh, I see. It's going to tell me. Okay. Infiltrate the Tiers. History would remember the Gates of Judgment as the first battle of the conquest, but the real combat unfolded with advanced units from both armies preparing for the coming war. The Disfavored and the Scarlet Chorus each had a plan to infiltrate the capital city. Which army did you join? The armies of Kairos took to the Battle of the Gates of Judgment, trumpeting the opening call of the conquest of the Tiers. The two armies, the Disfavored and the Scarlet Chorus, brought their distinctive sense of order and chaos to assault. You went to battle alongside the army whose approach best suited your strength. It's definitely the freaking Disfavored, right? Standing shield to shield with Kairos' ironclad elite, you advanced on the mercenary army purchased by the nobles of the Bastard City. The Legion wanted to send a message to the Tiers. Superior breeding and disciplined training would win the day. Hi, Slythe. How are you? Haven't played this in ages? Me neither. Me neither. So is this like a choice, or do I do both of these? Scarlet feels more barbaric. Yes, I mean, that's why I'm calling them barbarian hordes, right? Only one. Okay. I don't think she'd be a scout, you know. Yeah, chaotic mass. See, my character's not big on chaos. She likes order and discipline and predictability. Although, yeah, I mean, she could think the Scarlet Chorus is easy to manipulate, except for that dude, the Voices of Nerat, who seems a bit intimidating, a bit out of our league. Hi, Elf, how you doing? Yeah, I think she might be a bit more like kind of scared of him, a little bit. Lawful, yeah, exactly, yeah. So. So yeah, we'll do this one. Let me show them that we're on the right one, right? The disfavored, yeah, okay. The Master City learned too late that a military is earned, never bought. The mercenary army quickly found themselves outclassed by the superior tactics and formation of the disfavored. Those few who lived to the end of the battle were rounded up, the weak executed, and the strong enslaved to haul the army's wagons on a journey south. That makes sense, that's good. Try to play both sides is entirely viable. Yeah, I probably will. We'll have to work on it though, right? There are more factions than these two? Yeah, of course. But now I only have these two, don't I? So. Okay, can we have a choice, right? To judge the enemy, you decide the fate of the enemy soldiers captured in the battle. The soldiers of the Tiers fell by the hundreds, and Kyrus's armies could not agree on how to handle what few survivors they dragged back to camp. Befitting your role, the commanders turned to you to decide the fate of those who occupied prison pens. There were only enough prisoners to support the plan of a single army. So we can do that. Or feeding the host. Against the mod optimistic projections, the disfavored and Scarlet Chorus made short work of the local defences. They did so well that the armies quickly outpaced their supply caravans. Troops were plentiful, but food was scarce. You only had time to execute one plan to secure provisions. So before I look at the choices, now that I've seen how this works, I kind of just want to decide which one I want to be involved with. Yeah, lots of factions, each has their own reputation with the player. Okay. Alright, let's do the prisoner one. Okay, so what are the choices here? That is favoured. Oh yeah, to serve in the Kyrus's army or die. The Scarlet Chorus was in need of extra troops to fill the vanguard, and your former enemies would occupy those slopes nicely. So we basically, we hire them and then they go and die at the gates of their neighbours. Or the disfavored needed slaves to haul their gear, dig latrines, and keep their pallets warm at night. You consigned the survivors of battle to their subservient role among the grave. Ah, there you go, Graven Ash noble troops. This is the guy who runs the disfavored, who leads them. Last of the great northern generals to stand against the Overlord in ages past. Archon Graven Ash now serves Kyrus as Supreme Commander of the Disfavored Legion and is charged with the conquest of the Tiers. Graven Ash shares a powerful bond with the soldiers under his command and regards each of them as family. The death of a soldier at enemy hands represents a grievous loss to the old general, who bears the burden of his love with mournful stoicism. Nothing's worse than a cold pallet. The pallet was here as well. Okay. So I think Vrexia, I think these guys can dig their own freaking latrines and keep their pallets warm at night, right? If they're an elite fighting force, they should be doing this themselves. So I think that the Scarlet Chorus's method is a better way to utilize these people. And I think that's what Vrexia would want. Because their lives mean nothing to her, so she doesn't want to keep them alive, right? She has no kind of like qualms about sending them to their deaths. So, yeah. Exactly. So that's what I'm going to do. You armed the cooperative ex-soldiers with scrap weapons and tossed them into the vanguard of the next Scarlet Chorus assault. Those who survived were welcome to take up the arms and armour of the fallen and eke out a desperate struggle to survive Kyrus's military. After their first victory, you rewarded the recruits with an opportunity to execute their wounded or reluctant countrymen. Wow, okay. This is in character after you treated Astarion, sending him to Fertotep traps and stuff. Yeah, they're... I mean, in that, don't forget, we were a drow, and he was a filthy male slave, so... But... Yeah, these are just filthy slaves. Hi, Gorbachev. Always meant to play this. How are you liking it? We are, like... Even though I've been streaming for an hour and a half and recording for an hour, we haven't actually started yet. We're just making a character. But I did play 3.5 years ago, and yeah, it's good. Like I'm pretty sure you would really enjoy it. Are you gonna pick up Zomboid? Because I know you went back to World of Warcraft for a bit, but this game is about to be nice. No, it's not. No, it's not. But I did play Zomboid a little bit at the weekend, like yesterday, and yeah, harsh learning curve, but I was getting there. The armies of Kairos amassed around the Bastard City, the first bastion of the tiers to fall. Both armies longed to storm the walled outpost, the Scarlet Chorus howling for plunder, and the Disfavored forming an unbreakable shield wall. Your prowess on the field of battle had carried them this far, but there was one more step before total victory. Both of the armies had inspired schemes to take the Bastard City. Which do you support? Yeah, that's just how it is. Yeah, absolutely. So the Disfavored, you joined the Vanguard. No. No, we are not going to be doing this. we are not someone who gets involved with joining the Vanguard. I mean, that does give us this. The Warrior's Respite. Stand your ground in the face of defeat. During this time, you will regenerate health rapidly. So I'm not gonna look at this too much. But that I just want to check that would just show us what it is. But I'd rather just make the choice purely on roleplay, rather than thinking what ability it gives me. You join the Scarlet Chorus in setting fire to the city and blocking the gates. The defenders would surrender or burn. Or you led a mixed band of Disfavored and Scarlet Chorus scouts over the city walls to sabotage its defenses. I don't really want to do any of these, you know. I'd rather just sit back in a tent, drink some wine, and watch the fighters fight. Getting back to it in a bit. During WoW Classic, something else found challenge. Level 60 first though. Okay, fair enough. Classic HC, whatever that is. Sorry. Sabotage sounds fun now. Fun. I would not even. You think we're here for fun, right? So basically, it is either direct assault, right? Setting fire and blocking the gates. Or sabotage its defenses. Surrender or burn. I kind of like this one. And again, but it's with the Scarlet Chorus. Hardcore, sorry. So if we die, we die, right? Okay. Yeah. Gotta earn your wine. But I want wine. Yeah, HC. Yeah, I'd never seen hardcore before, Because you get like, Yeah, that in my day that used to be Iron Man. Now it's changed to hardcore, fair enough. Yeah, I don't like joining freaking Vanguards. They're all Vanguards though, it's just using that name. If we take that word out, right, you join the Disfavored in direct assault upon the city gates. You join the Scarlet Chorus in setting fire to the city and blocking the gates. Yeah, you run out of 50p's. Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah, you run out of coins to put in the machine. I know. You led Expand of Disfavored to sabotage its defenses. Okay. Yeah, man. I'm floundering. Let's think about this from a tactical perspective. Let's remove ourselves from the scenario and what do we want to happen to the city, right? What would Vrexia's tactic be? Would she want to sabotage its defenses? Would she want to set fire to the city? Would she want to direct assault on the city gates? Those are the choices. Melee magic and stealth? Well, maybe. I'd rather not think, and I'd rather not break it down to that kind of granularity because I'm already doing that a little bit. Well, I think you lead anyway, right? I know it says, right, you joined, and led, right? I think the difference here, though, is that, yeah, because you are actually in charge there. No, you're right, yeah, because, yeah, I don't know though. I like fire. All right, let's go. Let's check these out. Searing Palm, yeah, fire versus magic. Gather heated energy into your hands and release it onto a foe. The target ignites in flames, burning over time. Or, concealing shadows. Okay, so this is a defensive thing, it looks like. Create a cloud of obscuring shadows and dust. Short duration enemies that use physical attacks against you have significantly decreased chance to miss. Increased chance to miss, even. Your attacks are also, yeah, so this is just the shadow. Fire versus magic, yeah. Does give us some fire, right? I don't think this suits, so I don't think I'll take this. I do want to go with the fire, you know. I do. Throw a cake into the bully's face. No, yeah, exactly. There's no meta now, but I do want to do the fire thing because I think that's just the least dangerous for us, right? Or for me, so. Famously safe hobby. It's worse for the people who most cruel for the enemy. Yeah, it is. Yeah, and she is kind of vindictive. She is. Yeah, I'll go with that one. It was passing strange to barricade the very gates you sought to cross, but it all made sense when the fires began. The Scarlet Chorus sent a constant rain of flaming arrows over the walls of the bastard city, a plague that lasted through long days and tireless nights. By the end, the blaze was too much for the city defenders to contain. Citizens crowded in the gates, pleading to be freed from their smoldering city. You and your army were happy to oblige them. The gates opened. When the gates opened, they opened from the inside. So we took like no casualties. We destroyed the city. But there was no mention of the city being important for us to keep. It just had to fall. Okay. All right. Where the hell do I put you guys? Where on earth are you gonna go? Like over here? Where the baddies we are. The better choice was fire, as a fire spell doesn't give you the spell, it gives you a magic core fire. I think like the Morrowind knowing the fire spell, now you can make fire spells. Cool. Now you have 3 types of magic. Yes, of course. Okay, the bastard city settled. Thank you for that though. Yeah, if you tell me that afterwards, I guess. That's cool. The bastard city settled into a new state of normalcy, with every tower displaying Kyros's banner. Your name was whispered alongside rumors of a decorated career to come. The arm is divided into 2 fronts and migrated south. Turon sent word that you were to join the next frontier of Kyros's conquest, either as judge and overseer of the settlement of Lathanen? Doesn't he run the Copper Coronet? I must have seen that before. Or as a war advisor with the armies advancing to the realm of the Apex. Okay. Either as judge and overseer or as a war advisor. Judge sounds cushed. It does, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's where we go, either there or there. I'm pretty sure last time we picked Lathan's Crossing just as a memory. That's not going to influence me, but I think I remember this one, and I think we went there. I think there's something to do with an iron mine or something. Yeah, I think the armies have the fight, well, not fight, but they each want to control the iron mine or something like that, as I remember. Kind of remember that, even though it was 3.5 years ago. We have been a war advisor before, though. I think we want to be a bit more. I just think that a war advisor would I know it's cushy, but we want to have the most influence we can with the least amount of risk to ourselves, right? And just overseeing a settlement or being a war advisor, right? I just think the war advisor would have more oomph behind it. So I think I'm going to go to Apex. The troops of the mountain realm of Apex stood idle. Oh, I can't right-click that one. In the safety of their valley, biding their time as their neighbours in the Bastard Tier fell. In the second year of the war, a joint force of the Disfavored and Scarlet Chorus crossed over the mountains to take control of the Tier's central valley. Yeah, so I'm thinking that we'll do War Advisor and be, direct assault type thing, So that's what we'll do. It's a very fluid animation, that. The mountain nation of Apex, ruled for generations by queens of health Vendrians, stood at the heart of the Tiers. No army could bypass the landlocked realm without leaving their flank exposed to attack. By the second year of the war, the Disfavored and Scarlet Chorus had pushed deep into the Tiers. Elements of both armies were dispatched to conquer Apex. Tunon assigned you to accompany them, tasked with bringing Kairos' law to the territory, as well as keeping an eye on both armies. All right. Denial of strength. A new school of mages presented problems and opportunities. there's already an appeal there. Or Battle of Edgering Pass. The Icon of Stone's assault was perhaps too successful. Let's have a look. The Disfavored sent their most destructive ally to crush Edgering Fort. Cairn, Icon of Stone, buried the stronghold under an avalanche triggered from the surrounding mountains. The Scarlet Chorus were promised captured enemies for recruitment, and none survived the onslaught. The Chorus demanded compensation. School of Water Mages loyal to the Tiersmen pose a substantial threat. The Disfavored wished to annihilate the school, while the Scarlet Chorus insisted on capturing the mages, wishing to learn their craft. Oh. Well, yes. I also want to learn their craft. So even though, I think the Disfavored suits Vrexia more, she's kind of aligning with the Scarlet Chorus in a lot of their matters. All mages had a chance to surrender before the war, and trying to capture the enemy would lead to needless losses. Or you side with the Scarlet Chorus, ordering the mages' elders taken alive for interrogation. Yeah, it does. It does, I would not even. But, now I know, just from the skills that are at the beginning, there is no water magic, right? There's you got entropy, you got the vigor, although we do have fire. Yes, maybe, but still, I just think that regardless of how this affects the game, is what I'm saying, mechanically, I think that my character would do this. Oh, God. Why are you guys always... Where do I put this? Where do I put you? Where do I put you? Like up here? I'll put you up there. Through countless lives were lost, taking the mages into custody. It doesn't matter. They're only the Scarlet Chorus anyway. They're expendable. They're nothing to me. The Scarlet Chorus praised your name as they dragged the beaten elders of the school to the Voices of Rat's tent. As a wave of screams and incoherent pleas reached their crescendo, the Scarlet Chorus soldiers outside cheered for their Archon. The disfavored adjourned to their camp in grim silence, claiming the chorus lacked the will and desire to fully wipe out all traces of the enemy school. Yeah, okay, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I just thought I caught myself there. I was like, there's no water, but then there was fire. So I'm like, well, that's wrong. Neat. All right. Let's see what that does. Poor communication led to the gruesome death of a disfavored scout, oh dear, or captive captain. Karis' forces debated over the fate of an enemy captain. Then there was fire. Yeah. When Karis' forces captured and celebrated a celebrated enemy hero, the armies bickered over his fate. The disfavored wanted to set him free to convince his peers of Karis' mercy. The Scarlet wanted him flayed and staked. Or, hoping to break the siege, the Scarlet Chorus agents poisoned the Apex water supply in secret. Days after, uninformed disfavored scouts died of illness. Outraged by the failure of communication, the disfavored demanded that the chorus agents be turned over to them for punishment. Whoops. That was an administrative error. Did you not get the email? I think this one's kind of cooler, though, isn't it? You agreed with the disfavor's plan to send the enemy captain back with a message. All those who surrendered or cooperated would be treated with the deserved respect subjects of Karis' peace. You executed the captain and had his remains fashioned into a terrifying display. Fear was the Scarlet Chorus' most compelling weapon, and you knew that its impact would resonate across the Apex army. It ended up in chunk. Yeah. It's because they titled it, you know, click now, this is really important, right? And the spam filter was like, okay, that's spam. When really, no, it was really important. So freeing captain could leverage some favor. We need to govern this place after we won, so best make friends soon. Yeah, I'm gonna do the captive captain because this just seems more like it has more wide-ranging kind of consequences with the war, whereas this is like a squabble between the two factions. I mean, it all kind of is, but you know what I mean. Yeah, so Vrexia, you know, she's not bloodthirsty, right? She has no real mercy for her enemies unless that mercy serves a purpose, gains her some influence or whatever, right? Because she's smart, she's clever, so she's not just gonna enemy die. I think they'll already fear us enough with us torturing this city up here, Bastard City. That might not be in the game, but that would be like a thing that I think Vrexia would think. You know, we've shown that if they defy us, we burn them to death, and then they will beg to be released. So yeah, but we can also say that if you surrender, he'll just get this over with quicker, won't it? Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. We should have got the right one. Shocked by your clemency, the enemy captain vowed to deliver his message in full. Yeah, he would be shocked, wouldn't he, compared to what we did last time. And paid his respects before departed for the encampment. Although typically more uncompromising, the disfavored praised your innovative thinking. The Scarlet Chorus despised what they viewed as resources wasted only to release a known enemy back into the wild. They do have a point, of course. You know, he could just, like, you know, he's obviously a tough fighter that they've spent a lot of resources to capture. We just let him go. So I do get that, but screw. With the defeat of Apex and Invisibility, the armies of Kairos met to discuss how to put an end to this stage of the conquest. Both armies agreed to send an offer of parley. Okay, that's interesting. Along with their acceptance, the enemy requested that you appear at the meeting. Word of your fair dealings had apparently spread to their ranks. How did you orchestrate the surrender of the realm of Apex? This is good. This is what we wanted. Good. So we are directly involved in the fall of Apex, rather than us overseeing some settlement and disputing an iron ore dispute. I think that's what it was last time. Break both his arms, set him free. You know what, Dennis? Yeah, if that was an option, yeah, you're right. That's what he would do. That's what Vrexia would do. Through days of meditation, you negotiated the surrender of the Valley of Karis' forces, putting an end to further bloodshed. Taunting the Queen of Apex into striking you under the banner of truce, you battled the Queen of Apex into a duel and slew her, frightening her vassals into submission. Yeah, again, I'm not keen on the whole myself getting involved type thing, right? I'm more of a battlefield general, right? I know that, you know, the game is about like a party of like 4 to 6 people running around a map killing stuff, but we're in a position of power and influence, and I don't see why I should I'm not going to put myself at risk, right? Many characters would, but I'm not going to, especially when we have victory anyway. So we can negotiate the surrender, which is the whole point of letting the guy free, right? So it'd be kind of silly for us not to follow that up with the with this is exactly what we were wanting. So we've got the contrast here between torching this city and then negotiating the surrender here with Apex, an armchair general. Aren't they all? Well, Karl Franz, you know. Like, what does the Emperor do all day, right? He sits in a freaking armchair, right? So, what's Kairos doing right now? He's sitting in an armchair. So, armchairs are the way to go. Your former enemies will loathe to part with their lands, but they were even more reluctant to continue war. They were losing every turn. The Tearsmen were a stubborn lot, and despite their grim situation, still took days of discussion and diplomacy to show them the madness of tenancy. On the third day of meditation, the rulers of Apex finally submit to your terms of surrender, putting an end to the war in the valley, and freeing up Karis' forces to march deeper into the Tears. I know I wouldn't, yeah. Okay. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh, freaking... You lot, right? Alright, I'll put you back over here. Okay. The land of Apex finally rested in the hands of Karis' forces. The Scarlet Chorus paused to revel in victory, while the disfavored prepared for the next fight, affording themselves but an evening's rest. Karis' armies radiated from the conquered citadel and worked their way across the tiers. The disfavored and Scarlet Chorus aim to dominate as much territory as possible in the coming year. Your distinguished reputation in Karis' military left the choice of your next destination yours to make. Ooh, we get a lot of different things to do. So we can go to Azure. Can I just click on this? Okay. Still, oh, so there's there. Oh, so it's one. So it's okay. So Azure, Karos dispatched the Archon of Stone to subjugate the nation of Azure. Okay, and that's so that's the disfavored. Karos' conquering gaze fell upon the Vellum Citadel, its treasures, its knowledge, and its secret knowledge. So these are key words that that Vrexia is going to be like directly like it's gonna be interested in her. So like knowledge, power, you know, magic, that kind of stuff. With its easily defended position and rich military tradition, the realm of Stalwart is the most formidable realm of the tiers. That's why it's called Stalwart, right? Right, we're going to do the Vellum Citadel, though, because its treasures, its knowledge, its secrets. That's what we'll do. To make sure I get the right one. Because it's still highlighting that, which is kind of throwing me off a bit. Double click on that, there we go. Yeah, I don't want a chill vacation, though. The Vellum Citadel was an archive and library of massive scale. Its inhabitants were known as the School of Ink and Quill, a circle of mages that centuries ago carved out their own mountainous refuge on lands unsettled by other major realms. Legends said that the Citadel housed a treasure trove of arcane knowledge. This is all good. This is all like big thumbs up. The Overlord spies infiltrated the school and confirmed as much. The time was ripe to send a detachment to the Great Library forces and force the scholars to yield to Kairos. When you say burn her, I just see, I just hear, there's a line in Baldur's Gate 3 where some peasants are gonna burn Viconia, and it's one of those kind of sequences that's all voiced, and then one of the peasants just shouts "burn her" in like the worst way possible. That's all I if I had like sound effects on, I'd definitely have the "burn her," you know, like it's like it's engraved in my head. Okay. Carved out their own mountainous refuge in lands unsettled by the other major realms. Okay, so it's like a refuge of knowledge. Cool. What shall we do? Peaceful Red has turned bloody. Siren's song ensnared some stealthy sages. Don't like the sound of that. Siren, for God's sakes, guys. God. Okay. Siren, Archon of Song, used her power to enthrall enemy mages who crept beyond city walls. After Kairos' forces rounded up the arcane practitioners, the disfavored began executing the new captives before they could share dangerous knowledge, a crime under Kairos' law with the Scarlet Chorus. It's not our fault. You should really... Hang on. Why don't you just be in the middle? That's literally the best place, isn't it? Okay. All right. Let me just read this again because I wasn't quite sure what was happening. So they enthralled enemy mages who crept beyond the citadel walls. After Kairos' forces rounded up the arcane, the disfavored began executing new captives. Right. Before they could share their knowledge. With the Scarlet Chorus. Right, I see. So the disfavored are killing them. You know what? I thought I would be really with the disfavored, but they're like, no, we need to keep these people alive so we can learn from them, right? They're just executing everyone. So disfavored followed the law. Yeah. Okay, all right, okay. Yeah, it's a bit difficult to read, but yeah, what it's saying... Yeah, it's a bit weirdly written, isn't it? But what it's saying is that if the mages were to share their knowledge with the Scarlet Chorus, that is a crime, so they were executing them. Right, I see. Yeah. Alright, what's the other one, just to see? A detachment of Karis' army marched upon the Vellum Citadel, expecting an orderly surrender. This seems like a better one, actually, because we're actually going to the Citadel rather than some random... I think we just go to the Citadel, not worried about these minor things that are happening. So let's have a look. As they neared the main gates, a blast of arcane energy struck the commander dead. Suddenly, the highest-ranking officer alive, Karis's forces looked to you for the next steps. The call weighed on your mind as an immense influence, immediate influence on the soldiers' losses. All right, let's see what the choices are. So we went up to the gates, expecting them to surrender, and they basically fight back. And we're like, oh, okay. So let's see what we do. So we can either order the expendable Scarlet Chorus to attack. I like that. Commanding the disorderly mob forward to give elite disfavored a chance to withdraw. Though a costly maneuver in terms of lives lost, this assured the survival of the most capable and effective soldiers. Yeah, that's probably it, to be honest. You order the disfavored to advance their shield wall, knowing that a handful of Karis' elite soldiers could hold off the attack until the Scarlet Chorus retreated. Nah. They are fought. Yeah, you knew the disfavored would despise you for any losses. This is what they're for, man. They're just a rabble, right? They're a half-starved madmen who are probably stricken with grief and don't know what they're freaking doing because they're made to do this anyway. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah. Ever itching for a fight, the howling mob still recognize your maneuver as sacrificing a move that it was. Those of the Scarlet Chorus who ran headlong into battle and made promises of reckoning upon their return. Thankfully for you, hardly any of them limped back in one piece. Those few who survived made fevered resprings of their grievances, naming you as villain of the Scarlet Chorus. Yeah, so we've got a bit of a mix going on here. It's definitely one that... So the antes... we're up in the ante a bit, aren't we? Because... that's what we would do, right? We've got this army at our back. We've got our elite guys, and we've got like a mob, and then there's fireballs. And it's like, well, who do we want to have fireballed the most? Pretty much, Dennis. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Intercepted intelligence resulted in a lost disfavored patrol, or plunder of parchment. A dispute over contraband parchment turned violent. The army captured a supply caravan overflowing with arcane books. Okay. When the disfavored started a bonfire of forbidden texts, the Scarlet Chorus rescued the tomes from the flames and attacked. In accordance to the disfavored wishes, you held up Karis' law regarding forbidden law and had the text burned. Yeah. Okay, I'm seeing this one. You decree that the disfavored are welcome to burn their half of the plunder, but the Scarlet Chorus has rightful claim to the other half, provided you first review the texts to eliminate any that touch the forbidden knowledge. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, we'll do that. We're totally eliminating any that's any we'll do this one. I like that. That's very corrupt. Yeah, I know. Scarlet Chorus agreed to your generous terms and set to poring over every manuscript before it was handed over. The work took several evenings and you came away with a glimpse of truths better left unknown. Taking the burden upon yourself was a less risky alternative than disseminating it amongst Karis' ranks, though it didn't help you sleep at night. Yeah, so there's a bit of a risk there. Bit of a risk, but you know, it could be worth it. Ooh, the Edict of Fire. So edicts are good. Edicts are big, right? Edicts are important. Food and morale dwindled as the siege party realized the enemy would win this war of attrition. Two nuns sent word that Karis' patience had run out. The Overlord would cast the edict of fire on the enemy. The parchment arrived with a slender case of engraved iron. Written upon it, the words of a spell powerful enough to destroy the citadel. I don't want that. I don't want to destroy it though. It's got stuff in it that I want. You had a choice of when to read the edict. Reading it at sunrise would offer your enemies no warning of the devastation to come. You could also wait until sunset, giving them ample time to flee or make amends. Okay, so we don't have a choice about whether we're going to do it, it's when. Fire is your theme. I like fire. Let's have a little look. So opting to give the enemy no quarter, you proclaim the edict of fire at the first moments of dawn, granting the enemy no warning to the destruction to come. Though the chorus insisted your actions doomed their spies, that is favored applaud your decision. Claiming they still had spies within the citadel, the Scarlet Chorus urged you to warn the mages of the Overlord's edict. Granting their request, you met with the enemy under a blue flag of peace and warned them of their doom, giving the chorus spies and the enemy chance to run. Right, okay, so two things here. First of all, we're here to get the knowledge, and we've got a little bit of it, but it looks like either way that knowledge is going to be wrecked. See you later, Clink. Thank you for joining. Have a good day tomorrow. See you soon, man. Secondly, I think we really should do what the what he says, because the Edict of Fire is supposed to be like, okay, I've had enough of this. Get this done. Kill the mages. We're not going to get the knowledge either way. So I think that we should do it with no quarter and just like burn them. Burn her. To because like it makes no difference to us. And yeah, I mean, if it was serving the spies, that'd be fine, but it's letting the enemy run, which they might take some knowledge with them that we could use, but I just think as Kairos is getting directly involved, we should probably do what he says. So let's do what he says. We do have a little bit of knowledge, like I said. We did get something out of this, so we can cut our losses. So yeah, we will no quarter. They're being annoying. Kill them. Yeah, exactly. You read the edict, and the new sun rose behind the citadel, casting a long shadow in its wake. You were the last person to see that hall of knowledge the moment before the devastation. The earth shook and red-orange light glowed in the foundation of the sprawling citadel. Bubbling up from under the library, a torrent of lava heaved with explosive force, gushing from the windows and between loose bricks, melting hostile trenches in the surrounding land. The mages woke to smoke and fire. For most, it is already too late. Only a handful of bewildered mages escaped the smoldering collapse of their massive library fortress. Kairos' will be done. Wow. Get wrecked, noobs. So there's a freaking mountain there instead now. The armies of Kairos left the devastation to the Vellum Citadel in silence. From that day forward, the Tears came to know the once noble citadel as the Burning Library. Previously known as a Vellum Citadel, the archive, an ancestral home of the sages, is now the site of a volcanic crater. Eruptions of lava begin during the conquest of the Tears, and Kairos' forces failed to claim the library in the Overlord's name. Kairos cast an edict of fire to break the siege and rid the world of the forbidden knowledge stored there. The citadel has been smouldering ruin ever since. This was an undisputed loss of resources, knowledge, and culture and life, but a message had been sent. The Overlord will not tolerate defiance. You didn't have long to rest before Tunon called you into service once more. You were one of the last to depart from the mountain. and as you journeyed off, you spotted a few campfires in the mountains. They were mere specks, dwarfed by the inferno, the last gasp of survivors, or perhaps looters from Karis' armies, bored and daring enough to pick through the ashes. Yeah. Yeah, edicts are world-changing, yeah. Okay, you have reached the end of Karis' conquest. Do you want to continue or raise your protest and start over? I think I will continue. Alright, we might actually start the game. We might actually start the game now. So one thing I think, just before we get into the game and I get distracted, there's a point I want to make about this game, which a lot of RPGs kind of fall into. And is that we've done all this, right? We have commanded armies. We have, had influence over campaigns stretching across the continent, right? So we have done a lot, right? But we're going to start the game now, and we're going to be like level 1 with 8 hit points, and it's just a mismatch between, and I don't literally mean 8 hit points, but you know what I mean. Right? Yeah, exactly. Right? And it's just that mismatch between making your character interesting and have like a really interesting backstory, and what actually, and then you start the game and you've got like a spear and some leather armor, and it's just like there's a mismatch there, and it's difficult to equate both, because we can't really start being an all-conquering mega mage unless there was a story element that that then made us get injured or something, which I think honestly could have maybe improved this if that happened, but as it is, I don't think it does. So is that what it's called, Dennis? So there's an actual thing for it, but yeah, that's basically what happens. Is that we've done all this kind of stuff, and we've led armies, and these generals listen to us, and we are a level 1, actually pretty strong at level 1. You know what I'm saying, though? I would not even, right? You have 2 damage elements, which makes you pretty strong. So my character is strong, is what you're saying, right? My character has a few, but it cannot be denied that my powers within the game as we start it will not match the background that we've just done. Yeah. It's a minor thing, and the only way you can kind of fix it, I think, is if you were to have me start at like level 50 or something, have all these massive powers, just destroy this area, but then we get hit by a rock or something, and it injures us and we've got to start again, right? That would kind of work, and that also kind of like shows the player the power ceiling that you can get to, right? That you're then trying to work towards again. So the game was rigged from the start. Yeah. I mean that kind of works, right? That you're a courier, you're a so yeah. So taking the example of Fallout 3, even though the Bethesda games do, or at least I know it's not Bethesda game, but you know what I mean. It leaves it open to interpretation about what your past is, but you can make up what you want. But then you've been in prison, or you've been shot in the head or something, so you're weaker. So your character is like stepped back a little bit. So they've got to relearn a bunch of skills because of the start of the game, and there's not really yeah, exactly. Yeah, they do. Yeah, it could. There's a couple ways they could have done it, but as I remember, you start at level 1 and it's just like okay, right, just start playing the game now. Which like I said, the point I'm just making. Okay, so where should we put you guys as we start the game? Let's sort of put you over here, and we'll see where we go. In a Castlevania game, death steals all your shit. Yeah, well that'll do it as well, won't it? Yeah, that's going to do it as well. Yeah, it's just one of those things that I remember about this, is that we've had all this epic stuff, and then I realized I'm like, well, okay, but I'm just like a chump, right? Who I think we'll find some looters early days, and yeah, struggle against them. It's like, what? But that notwithstanding, yeah, really interesting character creation.
The year is 431.
Aye.
And Kairos' invasion has shattered all major opposition in the tiers. The Younger Realms, the Bastard Tier, the Free Cities. All who defied Kairos lay broken by battle, or bowed in surrender. The two armies of the Overlord, the Disfavored and the Scarlet Chorus, now control our lands. But our will is not yet extinguished.
Ouch.
Not entirely. In the Valley of Vendrian's Well, those of us unwilling to bow to Kairos have banded together in defiance. Violating an oath of surrender from 2 years prior, we have staged a bloody uprising, murdering the Disfavored and Scarlet Chorus garrison in a midnight assault.
Naughty. That's very naughty. So we surrender, actually we don't. Naughty.
With their main forces spread across the tiers, the Disfavored and Scarlet Chorus redeploy to Vendrian's Well to crush the resistance. But months pass with no definitive battle. As disagreement and discord paralyze the Archons, we bide our time and wait for our message of insurrection to spread across the tiers.
Absolutely, Dennis. Yes, they are.
The Overlord is not amused, and Kairos has one message for the Archons: crush the Oathbreakers or die. Kairos backs this threat with an edict, a magical commandment that can slay all in the valley should the order be ignored. The honor of proclaiming this edict fell to you. Sent across the mountains to Vendrian's Well, you carry the Overlord's edict to read before the Archons.
Right, yeah, so where we literally going to come into the game. So Kairos has got this edict that... So yeah, the entire... everything in the valley dies. Friggin' everything. So we're going to bring that to the Archons. For anyone who wondering about this game but interested in magic, firstly, you're wrong. Use magic. Secondly, there is a weapon called javelins. The one-handed short spears use both melee and ranged. Very awesome. Suit the setting era. The game is set in a historical sense in a traditional period between Bronze and Iron Age. Yeah, I think I picked... javelin last time we played, because I've never seen javelins in games before. Well, I have, but not in a game like this. Like, there are javelins as throwing weapons, but they're quite rare, basically, in games. Almost every build is viable. Heartless javelins are cool and all, but I played dual wielding sword mage and had lots of fun. Yeah, they should all be. Why bother with an army when a scroll can be read that destroys the sea?
As you finally make your way through the winding mountain passes into the valley, the ground trembles, and Kairos' magic seals the way behind you.
I have no idea, Rube.
You are trapped in Vendrian's Well, with Kairos' armies and the Oathbreakers. The only way to survive is to fulfill the terms of the Overlord's edict, in any way that you can.
Right. Oh, yeah, javelins. Yeah. Sorry, in Mountain Blade. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Here we are. Where I've been expecting you. Welcome to... Tyranny. This is your first visit to the world of Tyranny. Watch for these windows to help you become familiar with the game. You can disable tutorial messages at any time in the game options. Yeah, I re-enabled them just to be absolutely sure. Okay. Ooh, look. So where is this? Where is this? The ancient weeping mother statue pays homage to the queen Lysarius, first of her name. Fresh water once flowed from the statue, but when Kairos' forces attacked Vendrian's Well, the statue began weeping blood. It has done so ever since. It's obviously magic water, because where's it coming from? And also, it's going to mess with the local ecosystem, isn't it? I imagine there was much wildlife that was enjoying the water that flowed from here that suddenly turned to blood. That imagine the many fishies that died. Fish cannot live in blood, Dennis. The once pure water of Queen's tears has run red with blood since tears. Yeah. So stop making these ridiculous comments. Oh yeah, but blood is nutrient rich. Yeah, okay, right. Yeah. Why if they could? Right, they can't. They can't. It would have been bad for the fishies is all I'm saying. Okay, here we are. We move around. Okay, this is a small UI. I might change, well, in order to change the resolution to make it bigger for you guys, because I've upped the UI a bit, but we'll see how it goes. But I'd have to change the resolution of my monitor, 'cause it's a 4K monitor. So I'm playing this, you know, in 4K essentially. But a lot of games don't like that so much. Fantasy bloodfish. Yeah, I mean it's possible there are some fish that can survive in blood in a fantasy, but they anyway. Aurora, hi. The Overlord be praised. When I heard the avalanche, I feared the valley was sealed with you on the other side. The disfavored warrior claps her gauntlet on her breastplate, the traditional salute of her legion. We're told of... Okay, I'll read this first. They make great pot pudding. They probably would, yeah. Conversations involve you, another character, and sometimes additional parties like bystanders or companions who may interject. Choices you make change how the story develops and will build a reputation for your character over time. People in the world will learn of your reputations, good or bad, and respond accordingly. Your character's attributes, skills, history, and gender, as well as decisions you made in the conquest, may all open up options. Oh, there's Glare silently. Sorry. Viewing dialogue. These options are not necessarily superior to the other responses, but give you a wide variety of choices to select from. The manner in which someone responds to your choices depends on their individual personality and attitude. That's really cool, isn't it? It's really cool. I love that. Oh man, she glares silently. Each character who speaks to you will display a banner beneath their portrait. They do. These banners indicate which faction the character is allied with. Tooltip on these banners will provide details about how that faction feels about you, so it's nothing. You will often see the names of important characters and locations displayed in gold text color. These tooltips on the glossary entries provide you with important information about the world. Okay, well, I was gonna... You normally do that anyway, don't you, in RPGs, right? You have an option that's unlocked with a skill. You tend to gonna pick it, right? That's cool. Yeah, I mean, if I dig this game and play it on my own time, there's got to be a... I wonder if you can get through this entire game by saying nothing and just glaring at everybody. Probably not, but be funny. We were told a fate binder was coming, though our commanders did not say why. It seems obvious. Graven Ash and the voices of Rat can agree on nothing, lest of all battle plans to wipe out the Earthbreakers. I trust you bring orders from Tunon and we'll break this deadlock. So I could say the edict, blah blah blah, but I'm going to say this. Elva Tyranny has a wiki page on Just Play Silently. Well, it should. It's a big part of the game. Can you hear the hum in the air that glow around the rocks? The avalanche's character's magic. The Overlord has sealed the valley. Yeah, it's going to be smartass. Alright, Guild 12, law, skill, experience. Is that a lot? Anyway, your senses see more than mine, good fate binder. I do not pretend to know much about such things. But if it was Karis's magic and you're here on important business, well... You don't have the to be Arcane of Secrets to guess that you're here to proclaim an edict. What does Kairos have in store for the enemy? 10 years of festering plague and the edict of twisted bones? I am not going to tell her. Oh god, this could be a good. Yeah, exactly. Glare silently. We're gonna do it. A nervous smile creeps over her as she waits for a response that doesn't come. I'm asking questions beyond my station. Forgiveness, please. And oh yeah, I forgot about this. The portraits change depending on what the character is doing, which I really like. That's very cool. Well, you've travelled a long way. I won't keep you further. I'm sure the Archons will want to hear from you. Did you hear that? Yes, there's something going on. More runners. Third time this week. The Oathbreakers keep trying to send messages through the mountains to gather help from outside the valley. She points over the collapsed path which you arrived. Yes. Okay, I can't zoom out, but there. But they're a bit too late for that now. Come, let's show these Oathbreakers a good fight.
Take that!
Shouldn't it pause? Okay, I don't think it matters. Or maybe it has. Okay, right. So you do pause with this. Okay. So she's not in our... I like how I'm completely disinterested. Okay, so we've got... Thrust! A single attack that inherits elements of the attacker's fighting style. Is that a hand? Yeah, no, it's a... Alright, okay, we're not going to be doing that. Auto options. There are, but the thing is, right? Options. I know. Auto pause. Combat start. Tick. So, why? Enemy spotted. Tick. That's what I was waiting for. I guess the game on the very first thing, it's like, oh, what? Yes, so that's what I was waiting for. That's why I didn't pause it myself. So we've got the Touch of Atrophy, which is the debuff. We've got the Charge Fist, which is the shock, and we have Searing Palm, which is the fire. So I wonder now. We have to get closer, sadly. Yeah, so it's kind of a mixture. Yeah, you just do your thing, right? So you're barely injured. Okay, there's all the different kind of abilities and stuff. So you've got nothing against shock or fire. Where's the... Oh yeah, there you go. Dodge, parry, endurance, will, magic, and armor. Okay, and they're the... Well, I think these are the 5 defense things, and armor will be just for... damage reduction. Yeah, I guess that I would not even. Yeah, I that's reasonable. So this is against magic, and magic is... Yeah, 7. Magic is... Oh, look at... Oh, wow. Okay, so we've got quite good defenses against this guy. Well, I guess very good magic defense and will defense, but not so good against endurance. His is much better. Just kind of compare, right? Okay. So if we do this, that will start with the explosive surge of electrical energy released all at once on any enemy, interrupting them and sending them flying back. Okay.
Right.
Wow. Tyranny uses a pausable real-time combat system. Because you will often manage more than one character at a time, good idea to pause the game, issue orders, resume real-time, and see the orders play out. The option menu also contains many choices for automatic pausing, which you ignored, game. $16 damage though, that's good. The character can always perform basic attacks using their equipped weapon, which I guess is, it looks like, I'm not sure what it is yet. Or their fists if fighting unarmed. Characters also have special abilities and spells they can use in combat. When a character is selected, their ability bar displays their hotkeys abilities. As new abilities and spells are gained, they automatically added to the ability bar. Cool. What's this? Is this healing? Yeah, okay. All your character's abilities and spells can be accessed by selecting the category item at the bottom of the selected frame. Abilities are grouped into talents, spells, combo abilities, artifact abilities, reputation abilities, and stances. Category icons and weapon stats and quick items follow. Where is that? Oh, here. Right. Okay. During the ability left click, I've just done it. On the ability icon, press the hotkey corresponding to its location on the ability bar. Your cursor will change to indicate whether your mouse is a valid target for the ability. If the cursor has a red X, you are not on a valid target. If the cursor has a pair of feet in the corner, you will need to move closer to the target to use the ability. Okay, and I guess that might happen in automatically. I'll try that. I'll back off and then see if she moves closer. The game is 2 steps short of just opening a PowerPoint. Well, I prefer this, right? Because you can always like not read it, or you're already know, right? But and I think the game has a good kind of balance of, you know, the complexity, because you can, in this game, you can like, I think, learn most things back it within like the first 10 minutes of gameplay, right? By just looking at this, and then you get all the defenses, you know, you get this armor, here are the spells, and the basic UI and stuff, and you're pretty much set there, really, aren't you? You know, but in a game that's a bit more like in Baldur's Gate 3, I had I know how D&D vaguely works, and I had played Divinity Original Sin, and I was still like confused about how stuff was working quite far into the game, like stealth and stuff. This would have been helpful, and there are more help tips now than there were when we started. But just to like summarize that point, I'd much rather the game give too much information early on than not enough. Because I think, yeah, Baldur's Gate left you a little bit kind of short with what you were kind of doing. And yeah, physical manuals are great. Yeah. Discovered how to turn off active spells in the last act of Baldur's Gate 3. What a silly game. There's just so much with Baldur's Gate 3, right? So I don't know like how they would, yeah, they're just, but pop-ups are good. Pop-ups like this are great, right? And you can turn them off and just like, you know, get rid of them. So this is the way to do it, I think. You know, now that we don't have physical manuals, because the Baldur's Gate 2 manual is massive, right? But it goes through all the spells and everything. But it is so extensive. But yeah, physical. This is replacing physical manuals, and this is just like saying, okay, so if I had a physical manual, I would be turning to this page and reading this information. So this is the way to do it now in the modern world, I think. For abilities that target party members, you can click on the party portraits to target the ability of the party member. All characters, friend or foe, have 5 primary defensive. Yeah, there we go. Parry, dodge, endurance, will, and magic. They're based on the attributes of crit items and other effects. The character's accuracy is based on their skill with the type of weapon they are wielding. Accuracy is compared to the appropriate defense. And then the attack is getting made, yeah. 4 possible results from attack. Hit, critical hit, graze, and miss. A critical hit increases your damage, while the graze reduces it. With each attack, you gain experience with the weapon skills used to make the attack. Even a miss will grant some experience. That's good. That's good. I kind of got it anyway, but it's good to know. But if you've played an RPG before, this is pretty, you know, it's quite good. Baldur's Gate 3 is like flying a plane. You may be able to get off the ground, but you will likely never learn all the buttons by heart without a manual. Yeah, it's, but still. Right, so I've done that, right? So now if we do the entropy thing next. What I'm going to do is actually back off. Okay, so it pushed him back as well. And then I'm going to do this entropy thing. It's going to turn into... Let's just wait. Okay, so if I do this, I'm not seeing the feet.
Will do.
But she will move into range. That's what I was going to check. I mean, did that work? Yes, it did. Yes, it did. So might and vitality, which I think may have reduced some of these. I'll have to check that actually when it runs out in 42 seconds is a long time. Yeah, that's longer than I expected. That's what she said. But that's not going to affect this magic. It's still 7. But yeah, mind is now 0. Was it 0 before? I think it might have been. Mage fire. Yes. Have we got a Oh my god. Okay. The game wants to tell me things, guys. But again, I don't have to read all these. If I feel like I'm going over all ground, I won't. But okay. So one of my skills increased. Yeah, we got a 1 there. Look at that. As you use your skills in the game, they commit experience. When the game has experience, they increase their skill rank. As skill ranks increase, your characters will gain experience towards. So I can open C to see my current. Can I do that now? Can I level up now? Why isn't that 30? Oh no, okay. Yeah, so we got control of fire from the intro, which is cool. What's this -1? What the hell is this? Penalty from might -1. Oh yeah. That's good. That's fine. Current level 1. Oh, okay. I can change everything about my. Oh, that's really cool. Okay, yeah, I don't have to do that though. Why would I want to do that? Why would I want to lock a skill so I can't level up in it? Yeah, so it's getting there. Okay, so we haven't loaded it because obviously the bars are how it levels. Okay. Critical hit. You scored a crit. Crit is better result. Okay. Attacks that inflict status effects or afflictions will have an increased duration on a crit. That's cool. Okay, and then grazes are worse and that has reduced. Okay, that's cool. That makes sense. Movement and controls. Okay, right. So there are formations in this, aren't there? This one of your skills at 69. Nice. We need more spells. I'm working on it. Pause the game at any point by pressing spacebar or this. Okay. If you manage your character's inventory attributes and talents on the buttons, I'll check them in a bit. Ooh, skill trees, guys. Skill trees. Magic. Yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, can we save it in combat? No. So this is a lie. Press escape at any time to save the game. Come and save. I know what it's saying. You can press escape, but you, yeah, okay, yeah. You can also press F6 to create a quick save. You cannot save while in combat. The lie. Okay, but yeah, F6. F6, huh? Why? Why not F5? What does F5 do? Oh, toggle HUD, that's kind of cool. Pause this spacebar, that's kind of cool. Set up party members, F5. Oh, so you have 4 party members and then F5. I'm never going to do that. I'd rather have I'd rather... Yep. Oh, the console. Yeah. Okay. Okay, there. Happy with that. Yeah, they gotta be different, right? Alright, anyway. Yep. Characters! There's characters in this game. Clicking on the characters, many characters simply greet you, others go on their way, allows conversations. Okay. Lore and reactivity tooltips. Yeah, okay, I've already seen that. Okay, we're good. We're caught up on that. Are you dead yet? Near death, okay. Come on, Aurora, kill him. They're all on two. Oh, nice. Well done. Get further along the path to law. There are 6 categories of talents. Leadership, defense, power, agility, ranged, and magic. Okay. Leadership and magic are the ones I think we're going to be looking at the most, but we'll see, you know. But just the initial kind of feeling is that, yeah, leadership and magic are the ones that appeal the most. Within the talent tree, each tier of talents unlocks based on how many talent points have been spent within that tree. To earn a talent, select its icon, then click save. Each companion has their own talent trees with unique abilities. These abilities unlock in the same manner as yours, as you spend points within the companion talent trees where the tiers and talents become available. Victoire hours! No, loots! Loots! A whetstone. Yeah, grabbing that. Take all, of course, but... Alright. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, so we've got a party stash. So this is similar to Pillars of Eternity. Yeah, I remember this. Okay, fine, let's go that way. We should be vigilant and deal with the remaining Oathbreakers in the path. Yeah, you can't play this game by just glaring silently. It's not possible. So the Velden Guard is the army of the landlocked realm of the apex defenders of the central region of the Tiers. Named for House Vendrian, the ruling dynasty of the apex, the Guard has a reputation for being as resilient and stubborn as the mountains themselves. Ostensibly beaten by Karis' armies and forced to surrender in 429, the Velden Guard resurfaced in 431, blazingly defying their overlord's rule. You gotta kill them. What are they trying to accomplish? From what we've learned from the other prisoners, the Ronas are instructed to escape the valley and jump support from the Oathbreakers' cause elsewhere in the Tiers. I don't know who they think will listen to their pleas. We've smashed every army, fortress, and self-proclaimed ruler in these low-born Tiersmen have to offer. Perhaps they will think the wild beasts will rise to their side. So this failed victory has soaked the Tiers with fear. I doubt anyone would rally their hopeless cause. Perhaps if you had more thoroughly destroyed the Tiersmen, we wouldn't be having this current problem. Yeah. I like this. Traveling for days, how much longer till I reach the icons? Carry on. I'm gonna say it. We're gonna gained wrath with this favored. Only a little bit. Well, perhaps we put these fools to the axe, but some fate minder got the edict, the adult notion of convincing the locals to surrender. And look where we are now. Ooh. She's got a point, to be fair. Of course. Graven Ash and his inner circle were all suggesting peace talks back in the day. I suppose hindsight makes a fool of all of us. There you go. I know, yeah, I know. All right, carry on. I kind of want to just... That's just doing its thing,
Can't
right?
do that.
I'm kind of just going to wander down here and just see if there's any loot or anything here. Let's just climb down here and have a little look at the... While the battle is going. There might be some... Is there a way to highlight loot? Oh, there is. Tab. Cheese? How does cheese give you finesse? Excuse me, game. This hard cheese is crumbly in texture and dull orange color. +1 finesse for 10 minutes. Nah.
New species of creature has entered your dungeon.
Hey Slide, thank you for the follow. You are now one of the people. No, that's not right. You linked it with your pinky out? That's just ridiculous. Okay, what's this? Abandoned memorial. This memorial has been left to weather the elements for many months and has fallen to disrepair. Resting at the top of the memorial is a small weather-beaten enclosure with a rusted torque inside. Oh well, you recognize the corroded bronze torque as a relic of Tearsman folklore. Did that give me more lore? Oh, we got a map. I might have done. Cool. It's funny how garnets are in every freaking game ever. There'll be topazes as well. Think you can fit through the rubble? I don't know. Move boulder, 30 athletics. Press your weight against the boulder directly in your path until it starts to move. Wedge yourself between the rocks and squeeze through as quickly as possible. Well, I don't want to push it. I know I could because I do have the ability, but I don't want to be like a strength-based character, so I'm going to squeeze through. I know that would train athletics, but roleplay, I know. Do you want to come through? Anyway, now it's... Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna die. Okay, hang on. This guy is a bit better at stuff. Why is he better than me? This is the thing, right? It's just some dude, and he's got better abilities than I have. Like, they're all better. Every single one of them. Alright, you know they're good against frost. Oh, you get disengaged as well? Okay. Stop. One of your party members has been hit with a disengagement attack. Thanks for that. Disengagement attack occurs when one character is engaging another in combat and the person they are engaging tries to move away. Be careful how your party members move on the battlefield to avoid receiving disengagement checks. Thanks. Thanks for that. Engagement. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks. When engagement, they immediately stop moving. When they move away, engagement attack, your characters will also automatically engage enemies when they initiate attacks against them. Okay. Cursor will change to a red circle of 4 wedges. Like cheese. This indicates that moving the character will provoke an engagement attack from the... Okay. Engagement is indicated by arrows. Yeah. Drawn between the selection of enemies to see who the character is engaging or is engaged by. Mouse over there. Flashing circle, and that'll show us. Okay. Yeah, we might die this one as well. If I'd have moved that, would she have, like, been able to come through as well? I get destroyed. Nice.
Right.
I need to use the buttons.
I got it.
Oh, I should have on this one. Hang on, wait. Kill this one already.
Take that. Will do.
There we go. Nice. Nice. A well done stone shield. Guess that's your name? Don't bother with me, get down to the bass. Dastrus. The soldier touches his gut and winces. You can see a hint of entrails between his fingers. I don't have time for this. It's true. It's true. Yeah. And I've healed as well. Oh, we got more things, guys. All characters must recover after every action to take in combat. This recovery timer is displayed above each character in combat. The length of the recovery time varies based on the character, the weapon they are wielding, the armor they have equipped, the attack, the ability or spell they just used. That's, yeah, okay, that's that. Okay, that makes sense. The little clock thing. If you issue an action to the character and want to cancel it, you can press X. Right, okay. I got to remember, this is one of those things. So this is something that's useful that I'll forget. Close combat is very strong. A bolt will be very weak in comparison, but you get to save to distance. Yeah, that the risk reward thing, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Once an action has progressed far enough, it cannot be cancelled. I've just had an idea there, actually. Just a minute. I just write something down. Because I'm designing a role-playing game, like a pen and paper one. And it'd be kind of cool if there was a spell or spells that did more damage the closer you were, right? For that risk reward thing. So that's kind of cool. So like there's a range damage ratio. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Okay. Well, thanks for that. Ouch! When a party member is reduced to 0 health, they are knocked out. That's not going to happen. I don't need to know this. This means they are out of the fight as long as your side is victorious. They will regenerate their health when combat ends. Being knocked out applies a wound to the character, reducing their maximum health for future combats until their rest or level up. This is the death thing as well. If they run out of wounds when you have death enabled, then they die completely. Currently, characters cannot die as I have it now. There's just like party wipe. Basically, is how it will end. Hold down tab. Thank you. Yeah, there's a lack of loot.
Sorry, I can't.
Mushroom will revive when defeated. Walking Death Mushroom. That's worth quite a bit, I think. Hang on. If we look in this. That works 60, 20, 20. Taken before falling unconscious, the spores of Walking Death Mushroom guarantee to revive the imbiber with a fraction of their full health. That's kind of useful. Hang on a minute. Oh, there are different freaking. Oh, Campus Light, that's like Pillar of Eternity as well, isn't it? But bronze rings, iron rings, copper rings. Okay, rings, yeah. I don't really see the point of multiple currency, well, coins, basically. Like, I get that in real life it serves a purpose, but in a role-playing game, just have freaking coins, man. Several skulls. Despite roughly, it's only heraldry that the Scarlet Chorus needs. Okay. Hi, guys. Oh, dear.
Try and catch me, worm.
You're a character. I remember you. Verse. Plus, you've got a voice. You like multiple currency coins? Yeah, I just don't. It's yeah, exactly. It's playable, but I don't think it adds a lot mechanically. Myself. It just adds another level of comfort racing stuff. Don't mind mathing D&D. Yeah, I'm just not. I don't like it. I don't like it. You know, just have. Yeah, I just don't. I know it adds flavor. But for me, it's just like another level of stuff that characters have to learn, which can be easy. You know, bronze is, you know, there's 10 bronze is 1 silver, and 10 silver is 1 gold, and all that kind of stuff. That you can make it easy. But I mean, for me as a DM, I just like knowing how much coin people have, which is why I have coin in mind. So I know they've got 56 coin, which I know then, okay, so I can equate that to equipment. Whereas if I add all these different layers of coin, and then have to, it just adds more stuff that I don't really feel the need to deal with, you know. Like, if it wasn't there, I don't think many players will be asking, is there different types of coin in the game? Is there different types of currency? No one's ever asked that, so it's not something people miss. So Lung's Scarlet Fury weaves around the Velverin Guard attackers, avoiding their weapons with fluid grace. She nods, acknowledged to you. I like that. Yeah, the Scarlet Fury, alright? Elite fighters of the Scarlet Chorus, distinguished by their graceful attacks and murderous persistence. Better armed and trained than most Chorus conscripts, the Furies are found amongst the vanguard of battle. Their brutal displays of skill inspired bloodlust in their masses and fear of the enemy. Rings are in hundreds, bronze, copper, iron. Okay. A breathless enemy soldier passes a glance at a countryman. This one's crazy! Too much lead in her water. We should cut our losses and turn back.
Ha! Fate Finder. Here at last. Care to join me in putting these cowards out of their misery?
Yeah, I don't know, like, who are you? I guess we'd know she was an ally, though. But yeah, there's a conversation as soon.
Are you serious? I came to escort you to camp when... Damn it! Kill first, questions later.
Sounds like you could use my help, yeah.
I'm no water lily, but I'd welcome an extra blade.
Okay, so we've got fear, which isn't there. Yeah. Alright, so let's start with oh, now we've got 2 characters now. So that's F1, F2, right? Yeah, okay. And then I can do this one for both, which selects them both. Okay. Yeah, and then we can see that both these are against with her. Okay, makes sense. So, number 1. I'm going to try and use... which one are you attacking? This one? I'm going to try and use keys a bit on this. Yeah, thank you.
I'm not here to make friends.
Okay, so we debuffed that one. Yeah, I think we should deal with these 2 first. So we'll go like 3. Oh wait, yeah, we can do this character as well. Okay, so what can you do? You seem to be doing fine on your own though, right? We should maybe just concentrate on ours. Yeah, now I'm just seeing math now, right? Damage is 13 to 17 pierce / fire, base 14 to 11 times 1.2 primary weapon versus dodge. So okay, fine. I remember him being pretty good though, right? Knock it. Oh, so we can coordinate to knock one prone. Yeah, you can do double. Yeah, you can work together on stuff, can't you? Which might work now. Yeah, let's try that. Do it on this one. Well, they should both. Nice. Okay. Ooh. Okay, that is not something that my that I thought it'd be the other way around, right? Yeah, slamming a fist into someone's skull is not a Vrexia thing to do, though. But we're learning the game. Eventually Vrexia is going to be like, you know, out down like over here, throwing stuff into combat. She's not going to be doing this, but interesting. Oh, that was only a graze, wasn't it? Looks like it. Yeah, grazed. Yeah, didn't really do much. All right. Do you have any healing? Nice. Okay.
Wait up, you little shit.
Right. If I leave it, you just. All right. So you've got like a basic attack that you can do. Debuff you. We're gonna get the kill. We're not. We did. Welcome to Ruin. Right, so I'm gonna move you guys up a little bit in there. So I think we're gonna have four portraits there, aren't we? So I think you guys should fit in there quite snugly. First, it's a dodge damage dealer. She draws aggro, which is annoying for mages. Annoying for enemy mages?
Can't do that.
Phew. I can tell you didn't spend the conquest in a diplomat's tent.
Much to my annoyance.
I'm Verse, by the way. But there are more important things to take care of than introductions. Those Vendrian guard we killed didn't come alone.
Oh, I see. She draws little aggro. Right, I see. So I missed the word little. Hello, Simon. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we got more things to kill. Hope you're well, Simon. You are dismissed. Oh no. No, I think we want some information. Our character doesn't like rush into things. We want to garner as much information as possible. So not so fast. Explain what you're doing here.
The voices of Nerat told me to intercept you at Edgering Ruins before you busied yourself solving all of the camp's problems. Guess I was too late. You're due for a meeting with the Archons, but we should handle the small matter of this ambush first.
Why are they attacking now?
My guess. The Vendrian Guard are testing our strength in battle, learning how we perform before they organize a real offensive. That or they're really, really desperate to get beyond the mountains and couldn't wait until nightfall.
I was going to say something then. I need a 2.5-hour recap of what's happened. Well, okay. It actually will be easier than you think. Because we spent an hour and a half on character creation. So, Vrexia here is forget the word, but she's like an emissary to the big bad, right? We work for the big bad guy who's taken over all the world apart from this little bit here, this little country that we've got to fight. There's been an uprising against his rule. We're trying to stem it. We currently have an edict, which is like a really powerful spell that we have to deliver to the two generals of the two armies that are stationed here that we're trying to manage. The two armies are the Forsaken, which is like an elite fighting force, and the Scarlet Chorus, I think, something like that, which is more of a barbarian horde. But we've just arrived, and on the path, there's baddies we've got to kill. Yeah. We did burn down the city. Yeah, we did. It felt like a storm. What's your role? I like how it's all, or at least the primary dialogue is voiced. That's impressive. What's your role in the army?
A Scarlet Fury, one of the elite killers of our ignoble gang. You'll see more than a few of us around camp, but don't let that fool you. We're a rare breed.
I'm that one there, the one at the top.
Most of the soldiers in the Scarlet Chorus are little more than farmers and children armed with rusted forks. Makes them easier to control.
Yeah, so the Scarlet Chorus is the, as we can see here, they're a gang of thugs, basically. They go and fight and pillage, and then anyone left alive get to either join them or die. Those that join then live off scraps, and then when they fight, if you kill someone, you get their loot, and but the Scarlet Furies, of which she's a member, seems to be a little sub-faction of that.
The voices of Nerat called his best fighters to this siege. There must be something important about Vendrian's well, though don't ask me what. The Archon isn't in the habit of spilling secrets.
No, alright.
Eager. I like that. Before we go, you might search among the remains of our fallen comrades.
You don't have to tell me that.
Wherever they're bound, I doubt they'll miss their boots, much less any rings or any useful iron they might be clutching.
Yeah, so rings were first introduced by Kairos in the early years of the Northern Conquest. The currency of the divided realms was of questionable value and easily counterfeit. The rings offered the promise of a shared economical economy, simple enough for anyone to understand. And now I'm warning it's too complicated. Today, there's standardized currency across the lands of Tyranny. Their commonality and ease of transportation quickly made rings the preferred unit of trade, even in realms where Kairos' peace is not observed. Right, yeah. I see, but yeah, we're not going to honor our fallen. Yeah, nice and practical. We've been doing that anyway.
No reason to pity the fallen. Before long, we might wish we'd joined them here. But at least we'll enjoy heavy pockets and warm toes.
Okay, so when you... So, with a character, you've got loyalty and fear, which I guess is like how they fear about you. They're either bound to you out of loyalty and they align with what you're thinking and, you know, they agree with you, or they fear you, for your actions. They can have both. Yeah, it looks like you have both. Yeah, so I'm saying awe, but, okay. And maybe, like, to convince them to do something, they would need a certain level of one and or the other to do it.
For the voices of Nerat!
Yeah, loot first, though, right? Hide. A scroll, Ledger's sigil of reaching grasp. Accent. There's an abortion and a Scarlet Fury helm. Do you want to take that? How come he has that then? Right, I'll take these. Oh, that was both loot. Oh, it looted them both. Okay. So what's this? Which slightly increases the range of a spell. Okay, we've got these. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, let's have a look at... Alright, how do we get to a different character from this? Oh, there we go. Nice, okay. Yeah, so we've just got some Fate Binder. That's what we call the Fate Binder. Deflection 1%. See, that's what I'm talking about, right? You know, ceremonial fate binder of 2, right? So this is we're a high-ranking official, right? We got deflection 1%. I guess it's ceremonial, right? But we're not in a ceremony. We've been sent on a dangerous mission, and we got 1% deflection in our armor. I guess this is stackable though, right? So then we've got, yeah, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there. Awesome. It's very official. It's very, very, very official. Now I'm curious about this though. Learn. Okay, you've learned a new sigil. Magic in the world of Tyranny comes from learning how to perfectly scribe sigils and empower them with energy. Open the spell interface by pressing P to create a new spell with the sigil you just learned. Let's give that a go. Alright, I don't have any core sigils yet, do we? Oh, we do. Oh yeah, these. So we get the fire and the expression of focused intent, right? So this is Searing Palm, which is what we already have, but we give this accent to get an extra range of 2 meters. I get it. Right, this is cool. Yeah, this is cool. Oh, we need 35. What? Does this cost us anything to do? I know what I'm doing now. I just updating this. So the fire one does 4 meters. I don't think this is really right, okay. Costing us anything. I think I've done that now. I know I've got the tutorial right here, but I'm a bloke, right? I don't read instruction manuals. I think we did it. So now, hang on a minute. Alright, put that over there. So now I've got this and that, so I can cast. So the more of these you have, the better, because you can just keep casting them over and over. Okay. So this is going to tell me to do what I've already just done, I think. Fireball spell, you would select Sigil of Flame, Sigil of Direct Force to determine its shape. Cool, okay. Spells have default names based on the selected core and expression. You can rename your spells using the spell interface. Oh, I didn't do that, okay. Elements share their own cooldowns. Right, okay, so they right, okay. Yeah, I thought. But the more elements you have, then the better, right? Each sigil requires a certain amount of law. Character must have law at least equal to the spell's difficulty in order to cast a spell. Okay. Then we assign it, which is what I've just done. Yeah, I can put it under the characters as well. You can assign a spell to more than one character. Okay, if you want to modify the spell later, after you've discovered more sigils, select the spell. Oh, so you can keep upgrading it. Ooh. This base will populate with that spell's information, allowing you to modify it and save your changes. You can customize your spells, selecting different icons. If you create multiple spells using the same core with different accents, these icons can help differentiate. Yeah, so you can. I didn't do that, but you can change the by clicking that. Okay, yeah. I'll do that next time I do it. Yep, we can add a different name. Modify the area of effect, so you can do cones or globe circle things. Okay. Yeah, that's the increased range there. Ooh. Mages in Tyranny are basically MMO gameplay characters that cycle through their abilities. That's a good way of doing it, yeah. Okay. Right, so if we select both of you... Isn't there a formation? Yeah, okay, formations, right.
Sorry, I can't.
Now, I kind of want you to be...
I'm the boss now, you hear?
You're not. You're not the boss, but you're in front.
You got it.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Okay, where do we go? Down here? Yeah. Go. Oh, crap. There's frickin' 5 of them. Tarkus Demos. I forward, no looking back, the Veteran Guard warrior roars with this thing. Okay. Held high, the world's largely lost over the din of combat. You? Oh, okay. Vave with the Veteran Guard. Oh, the Peacebinder from the war. Oh! She is not the boss. She is not the boss now. She is not. All right. Tension lands on you. Double take of recognition comes on one's face. The Peacebinder from the war. So this is to do with our conquest decision. People of Apex know you as a Peacebinder for your efforts to negotiate the surrender from the Veteran Guard, saving them a costly conclusion to the inevitable defeat. You've met only a fraction of the Veteran Guard in person, but nearly all of them watched their captains bow to you. It would seem your reputation precedes you. That's really cool. Come to talk peace once again. It seems you're too late. Drop your weapon and perhaps we can settle this without bloodshed. There is no escape, and for Oathbreakers, no surrender. Yeah, I mean, they've pissed us off because we wanted to help them, and then like, oh, we're gonna rebel anyway. So you're idiots. So yeah. Settle this with bronze. The warrior points toward you. Yeah, okay, we might have... these fools don't know where to stop. I like that. Charge! Okay. Signals is meant to charge. Sound of chanting rises from the south. Scarlet Chorus reinforcements. We need that. Oh, good. Thank you. Okay, that helps. Mocking blades. Run down the Oathbreakers. Let none escape. The red mob enforcements from the south. The blood chanter emerges from the head of the rebel. The ornamental crest of her staff pulsing with crimson tones. Signing sigils of magic and wordlessly moving her mouth. The blood chanter scribes a series of spells from the air. Red glow surrounds the Veteran Guard warriors as the chanter magic worms its way into their minds, blinding them with rage. Cool. Hold position, all of you! You're there! Keep to the path! The warrior gestures along the canyon trail, but his soldiers turn their attention to the Scarlet Chorus, roaring challenges. No, don't engage them, we need to run! His orders falling on deaf ears, the warrior reluctantly readies his weapon. Yeah, so she's basically friends with these two. Okay, let's see what you can do. Skewer / pierce. Alright, I'm just going to read the flavor text for now. A Space King? I don't know it. Verse thrusts both her weapons into the target. Okay. Or this one. Launch a burning arrow that sets foes on fire. Probably not at this stage. Or this is the coordinate thing. Okay. Yeah, do that. And we can... debuff him.
Right.
Alright, Versa, you're my party, didn't you know? Some mysterious network wanted to buy the rights to Space Kings. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what that is, though. Your quiet companions you'll need to balance their strengths against the strengths of your character. My character has no weaknesses. While it is possible to venture alone, you will find the game more rewarding with a well-balanced party. Yeah, okay, so I know this. I know this. Patrol your new, or have them, their AI, okay. Once their AI is enabled, you can always select them and tell them to attack a specific enemy or use an ability and they will follow your orders. Right-click the AI button. You can see the AI settings for your party members. I'm not to find where that is. Right click on the AI button. Right, okay. The character will attack anyone who attacks a member of their party, but will not seek out targets unless provoked. First, will fight aggressively in melee, targeting enemies with low health and low defenses, who attempt to remain immobile in the battlefield and alternate between red geezer and seeking and those things. Yeah, okay. I think I want that. Yeah. That works. Flash Kits made a series parodying Space Marines, but they started doing anything after how popular it became. Okay. Yeah, she's got stances. Striking with precision. Lowering parry and dodge defenses while this stance a portion of all damage burst takes will empower her next attack. Ooh, okay. Dodging enemy attacks. So she can be tanky. But, yeah, okay. So plus 20 dodge, plus 10 accuracy, minus 10 dodge, adds bonus damage to your next attack. 50% of the damage received from attackers, minus 10 parry, okay. Well, let's just, do stuff. Yeah, so if I do that one, yeah, they both are on cooldown. You need to heal.
You'll have to hit.
Let them think they can hit me.
All right, maybe just go defensive. Okay, you're in recovery, but yeah, I don't know about thrust really. This is going well over here, isn't it? No, you don't want to.
No dice.
Okay, her just sitting there doing nothing isn't really good. I regret that. Put that back on. Yeah, do stuff. Is she dead? Not yet. Close though. What tanks are fun to play with, but bad for team battles. Prefer the traditional tank. Yes. Is she gonna die? Is he almost dead? Not really. Wow. Oh, she healed. Nice. That's still going badly down there. Can I switch things in combat now? When inflicted on an enemy, Scarlet Poison causes lasting damage. Oh! Right, okay. Yes, what it's just default, just normal difficulty. Yeah, okay, fine. Oh, bollocks.
Got dark all of a sudden.
Oh, good.
I got it.
Okay. Are you, like, able to not die? Just help?
Will do.
Okay, we might do this.
Right.
Nice, well done. Well done. Whew. Come quick, we have situation on the cliffside. They have the commander. The loots! What the loots? Okay, so you got a wound now, right? Yeah, what's this? No. Thought you would have a wound somewhere. Alright. Oh yeah, there we go. Right, okay. When a member is takes damage, they will start to lose health. Health bar next to the portrait will start to decrease. When a party member's health drops low enough, they will gain a wound and the health bar will turn red. Yes, that's happened. Wounded characters have their maximum health reduced. Is that all it does? Okay, right, okay. Nobody will steal your plunder. I need it all. I need it, right? Well, what else have we got? Magical skills. That's here, right? Yeah, okay, we've seen this. Discovered a scroll that increases the image of it. Yeah, okay, thank you. Consumables, yes, thank you. Minimap. Yeah, minimap. As you make your way through the tiers, use a minimap in the lower right-hand corner of your screen to see what parts of the map you've already seen, what's left to explore. Hold down the M key to maximize the minimap, or the comma key to toggle between the minimap and combat log. The minimap displays useful information like the position of the enemies you discovered, notable chests, and key characters in the scene. Use the buttons on the right side of the menu to toggle display. That's cool. So if you're like in a camp or something, and they're like, go and see thingy thing, then yeah, you can just hover over these. This is really small. This is freaking tiny. So yeah, chat log, combat log, minimap. Okay, that's kind of too small to be of use on this resolution though. So I think I might have to like change the setup. There was another game I had once where I had to do that. Fractured Iron Sword. That's for. Is that just worth one? That is not worth bringing. Several skulls bleached by the sun and picked clean by carrion birds, spiked on a roughly hewn post. Lovely. Grain and a head wrap. Ooh, accuracy and a bit quicker recovery. Is that better than what we've got now? Because this does deflection +1, accuracy +1. This does +1 accuracy and it's the same thing. Not surprising the game also has issues with high resolutions. Yeah, I'll just have to. What I'll have to do is change the resolution of my main monitor to be smaller, and then make this so then. Otherwise, because if I have this on a smaller resolution, it's obviously small on the screen, so I can't read it, even though it'd be better for you. Unless I just play it on the freaking OBS preview. That would also kind of work. So here, right, it's saying the head wrap has. Let me work this out. Why is it in red? No, it's fine. This is no for me. It's real time. Oh no! Wait. That's what I have now, right? Okay, and this is worse than that. Okay, I get it. I thought the head wrap had the recovery, but that's not what it was saying. That's my bad. Okay. Meant playing the OBS review. Yeah, it's real time for me. It's literally the same. So I could do that. Oh yeah, I've got that. Weapons and armor is strewn habitually around the area. Every blade shows signs of rust. And every piece of armor is in need of repair. Not good.
I'm on it.
And this will be the same. Weapons and armor is stacked with neat precision in this transport car. Every spear is honed and oiled, ready for battle. Kara's ordered original icon of his favorite, erased from memory for over 100 years. His favorite have kept the scarlet scratched out iconography, wearing it with pride. Yeah, so that's why. That's kind of cool. Means more time wasted. Yeah. We want less recovery. Symbol of Scarlet Chorus is smeared in blood on the... it'll be brown then though, wouldn't it? On the scattered cloth tent, no effort has been made to repair the gaping tears. Oh, a barrel. We can both move, can't we?
You got it.
Barrel. Sky cap plus 10 law for 120 seconds. Ooh. Yes. So we can also put that in party loot as well if we wanted to.
You got it.
Torn banner bears the scratched out icon of the disfavored. The army's original symbol.
Just point me in the right direction.
Can I make that last a bit longer? It's annoying having to re-click it all the time. I think I can. Is it tooltip? 2 seconds should be enough, right? Army's original symbol has been lost to history and graven ash has never... I don't think that's changed anything. Ordered a replacement, preferring the blasted icon over all others. No, I think that is longer, I don't know. I don't think it is. Oh, armor. We got some boots, hang on. You're gonna tell me what these do? Or maybe... Tooltip is a dialogue thing, right? Oh no, now I have to wait 2 seconds for this to pop up. That's not what I want. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, I don't think there is something that can change that then. So why is it not telling me the... Okay, so let's see. So, Bloody Scarlet Fury boots. Oh, that's definitely one for... Yeah, we want to keep recovery up as much as possible. Yes, it's heavy armor, right? Yeah, this is Veldrin Guard, heavy bronze boots. We can, I mean, they're worth 60 though. So we'll keep them.
They won't see me coming.
Oh god, now I've knocked somehow. Stealth! Scouting mode is used both for stealth and for finding hidden objects like traps and secret containers. While scouting, your character's selection icons will start to fill with yellow when a hostile creature is starting to detect them. Once the circle fills with yellow, the character is suspicious and will move to investigate while the circle fills red. If the circle becomes fully red, your characters will be discovered. Several talents will grant your characters bonus while attacking from stealth. Alright. What are you doing? You'll draw attention to me. Yeah, that's the idea. Hi. Alright, fine. Alright, so that's
moving
alt.
Cautiously.
Okay.
You got it.
Oh, I want to see what's up there. Never mind. Store your weapons, or we'll find out how long a man screams before hitting the ravine down below. Corner between precipitous drop and a band of angry soldiers, the Oathbreaker warrior holds a disfavored officer at knife point. Right, okay. Skewer him! Worry not for me. Graven Ash will protect. The disfavored officer winces, blood seeping from the seams of his braces and cuirass. He could die anyway. We start off with a 90% favor with the Velverin because of our background, but I've already invoked some wrath, so that's cool. You heard the man. He plainly invited you to use that little blade of yours. What are you waiting for? Permission from your pimp? Oof. Oh. Oof. This blade, with the jerk of the knife, he slices off a clump of Drastis matted hair. You're so eager to see your ally dead, just step closer. We could do athletics. I'm surprised our athletics is so high, but I guess we couldn't. Time to charm him and murder him. I hope so. I guess we could use it as a bit of a test. In fact, can I save it now? I don't know. It says I can save at any. I can press escape at any time. I can't do it now. In fact, I haven't saved at all. But we could use this as a bit of a test for the game, right? Because you say that, charm him and then murder him. Because I'm Vrexia, my name should be known to you, and it should be an honorable one. Please give me the knife. So we can do that and then see if we can kill him. You're Turin's envoy. He watches you closely for a long moment, till his posture slackens and he lowers a knife. If you will vouch for my safety, then I'll... His sentence is halted by a spear thrust into his lung. Leaping forward in the moment, Tyrell lowers his blade as his favored soldiers slaughter the Oathbreaker. Whoops. Okay, well... Save me the bother, I guess. Dazed but alive, Justice lets out a long sigh and struggles to his feet. Yeah. He did make a liar. I mean, what I did intend to kill him anyway. I was just kind of hoping that I would get to do it, but you know, people aren't going to stand by and watch me just do it. So it worked somehow, yeah. But I'm going to tell him off. These Mongols require a firm hand. They cannot be trusted. Right, so I'm not going to say my honor is dear to me, because it isn't. The fault lies with the Oathbreaker for forcing our hand, just clean up this mess. I thought you were the pride of the North. Do not disgrace me again. I will say that. There you go. That's how the disfavored behave under pressure, my dear Drastus. When you are done airing out the terror defecations from your armor, you should lecture your warriors on how to follow orders. Strange days indeed when the responsible one, when I'm the responsible one in this fort. Kairos be praised. The Oathbreaker fought the rage of, with the rage of Cairn himself. Drastus slides the trembling hand along the cut on his neck. Thank you, Fatebinder. I thought today was my last. Look of it, I guess they thought if they swarmed the pass, maybe one might make it out. We found a few scraps of parchment on the bodies. He holds out a handful of crumpled parchments for your inspection. Oh, let's have a look at this. Literacy is rare in the North. Very few disfavored soldiers know more than a few written words. Literacy is uncommon in the tiers, but the nobility of the younger realms have taught literacy to the firstborn noble for centuries. Now, many of those disenfranchised nobles have fallen in with the uprising, and they rely on written messages, knowing that most of Kairos' forces will be unable to decipher the contents. But I can. A student of letters such as yourself should be able to make notes. Yeah, so I like this. I like how the game knows about stuff. Let's examine it. Let's have a look. Repeating the same message in different written scripts, the parchment explains that the Velvet Guard's desire to overthrow Kairos' archons. and route their armies from the tiers. The pages aren't addressed to any specific reader, but rather openly invites all who remain loyal to the Younger Realms to gather at Veldrin's Well. Right, what's the Younger Realms? The realms of Azure, Apex, Stalwart, and Haven are collectively known as the Younger Realms, and together they represent the major political factions of the tiers. For centuries, the Younger Realms have battled amongst themselves for control of the tiers, with every realm having been at war with each other at some point. This lack of unified resistance allowed the characters' armies to swiftly conquer the tiers. Alright, I'm going to say it. You know, there's no reason why we should lie about this. Recruitment material, they were trying to bring more traitors to the fight. But from the look of it, we kept them from slipping out the valley. Whatever they hoped to accomplish, I think their plan died here. The Archons are expecting you. When you're ready, leave by the gate to the southeast and follow the trail down slope for a few hours. You'll see the campfire leagues away. Can't miss it. Well, then run off then. Off you go. Quest completed. Welcome to Ruin. Thank you. Loot! That's my loot, actually. There's Aurora. Quick finger bangles. Fine. Right click for details. Right click. Okay. Yeah, I think I should be using this kind of stuff. Alright, well, just freaking tick everything and then we can have a look at it in here. The scroll contains a magical expression which, used in spells, will affect targets at a distance. Learn. +1 quickness. Yeah, I like that. That's good. We need this. Yeah, so how do we see? Okay. Yeah, minus is, yeah, the quickness is really important as well. Reducing combat cooldowns is really good. Firebolts, yeah, let's do that. Somewhere. Here. Okay. Well, let's go with, like, lightning. Electric jolts. So this is 8 meters away. Yeah, we can put that instead of this. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. How do I... Okay. So we can change that to bolt. And we can change this symbol. It's clicking. There we go. It's like... Okay. Cool. Need more law for more slots. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Yeah, so the Spire is something that we unlocked last time and then stopped playing. I think you like need this. Yeah.
You got it.
Oh, Aurora, hi. Feybinder, we're honored by your presence. Need something? Need something? What's that off? I don't know. Is it a Skyrim thing? What's the situation here in Veterans Well? The Oathbreakers hold the citadel to the heart of the valley, the one built around the base of the spire. Aurora points east towards the tower in the distance. The Matani River has been our largest headache during the siege. It's unsafe for armored troops to ford, save for key locations. The enemy knows this as well as we do. I know we'd be a lot further along if the Scarlet Chorus used its alleged strength in numbers to forge the river themselves and overwhelm the enemy. As it is, we must take the valley slowly and advance the disfavored bulwark. But this is where the real work gets done. Because all it takes is numbers to cross the river under a hail of arrows. If the disfavored were quicker to act, maybe the Veldrin Guard wouldn't be so trained up to face us. Ah, if either of you was correct, the campaign would be over and I wouldn't be here. Hey, favor, loyalty, good. Everyone's happy. Why is it you can actually ignore some letters and the game will acknowledge your tardiness in that regard? Oh yeah, we need to read that. I remember that, yeah, I remember that. That's cool, actually, because I remember something about you replying or something. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, sending letters. Fair point. The Legion is eager to gain some perspective on our quarrels. Consequently, I retract my previous remark. Good. Really, because I don't. Next time you say something, try and mean it. I like this. How long have you been with the Disfavored? 7 years, 2 seasons, mayhap, a handful of days. I trained at Fort Resolution a bit before the conquest. Compared to the commanders you'll find around camp or stationed in Ironhearth, that makes me one of the young bloods. Been a long and grueling campaign, but the end is in sight. We'll soon have Oathbreakers back under control, then we can rest, retrain, even cycle out troops so we can see our families again. What can you tell me about the Veldrin Guard? They are the best last gasp of the Young Realms. Among them are warriors that escaped the Bastard City siege, a few refugees from other victories, and a bunch of Vendrian locals with disillusions of independence. The southern wastrels cannot match our iron, nor the chorus's numbers. What and Taratus gave them the nerve to rise up and ask for a second helping of battle as anyone's guess. They must have something that we don't know about. Anything interesting during the war? I once saw a forge-bound artisan setting himself on fire. Occupational hazard, that was an unpleasant day. First of many. What's forge-bound? The mage smiths sworn to Karis' service, though their operations in the tiers are overseen by 2 non-elite court of fate binders. Each forge-bound uses magic as a tool to augment their personal craft, most commonly smelting and metalworking, but carpenters, tailors, and tanners are found in the ranks, and each mage strives to create what which is impossible with mundane hands. Most notably, the Forge-bound are the most sole masters of ironworking in the known world. Using spells of fire resistance to wade into forge fires, the Forge-bound can work iron at temperatures no other forge can match. And with a hands-on touch that no mundane smith would hope to achieve. Because of this vital skill, the Forge-bound are considered a strategic war asset. Their lives regimented and controlled so that the forges may churn out iron arms and armor without debate, delay, or distraction. Heard about the edict you proclaimed at the Burning Library. Thankfully, I wasn't there. 1 fire is enough for me. Carry on. Have a pleasant siege, Fatebinder. Thanks. Right, we'll have a word with you as well. I think there was a little... There we go. Can I notice you were eyeballing this favoured symbol littered about camp? Hardly a symbol, just a scroll. That's true, but it used to be the pride of Graven Ash Legion before Kairos made them deface it. What happened? The word has it that Ash has been under more scrutiny than the other Archons, seeing as he took a stand against Kairos in the past. Did he? Before I bent the knee to Kairos, Graven Ash rallied his legions against the Overlord's authority. His prowess on the battlefield integrated him to the Archons, who welcomed him into their ranks in exchange for his obedience. So he was a rebel at one time. I love the law. If magic would exist, the mages wouldn't be much of a thing, since there's no real job attached to that, especially it's like Forge-bound and much more likely. Yeah, it does. It makes sense. Yeah. Even though he bent the knee in the end, he doesn't place himself above suspicion. Kairos and the other Archons keep him on a tight leash. Pretty much so, yeah. Yeah, that's kind of that is badass, isn't it, really? Ash's troops impressed the growing empire, but Kairos made them sacrifice everything they were up to the point Ash surrendered. They've been disfavored ever since, fighting to earn back their honor. Guess that's why you don't cross the Overlord. Kairos holds a grudge with a mean, jealous streak. Actually, I have other questions.
What do you need?
Okay, so we've got quite a lot here. Should we start with just some regular small talk? Tell me something about yourself. God would exist. Priests wouldn't be much of a thing since there's no real job attached to it.
If you insist. I'm a Scarlet Fury. That should raise some flags for you. It means that I'm good at killing, and more importantly, that I enjoy it. What I won't enjoy are the pleasures of funerary rites packed with weeping mourners. Someday I'll fall in battle, and then they'll roll me into a mass grave or heap me atop a shit-stained wagon. One more anonymous, knife-riddled piece of meat.
She's pretty pragmatic, isn't she?
Until then, I plan to take whatever I can from life and have a little fun along the way.
Wow. All right, what about your feathers? Insufficient reputation. Oh, don't tell me sorry. Don't tell just anyone. Okay. What about life before the chorus? Life? What life? As far as I'm concerned, I didn't exist before the chorus. There was some girl in a farm wearing my face and talking with my voice, but she wasn't me. Sometimes she would sneak out at night, take a scythe, and have some fun with livestock. Our shared interest began and ended there. Okay. Okay. And the Scarlet Chorus swept through my village on their long trek from the bastard city. That was when I finally woke up. I buried my old life, took red vengeance on anyone who wronged me, and found the freedom I could only dream was out there. Having to do so for real life, I may not be here for the stream. Such thank you for the stream and for doing Tyranny. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, thank you, Atlas, for all of your help. I appreciate that a lot. Versus fun in the Dwarf Fortress sense. I mean, the thing is with characters like this, right? You know, they're pragmatic and they're direct, and you know, there's some characters at work that are, you know, you could say abrupt, unfriendly, right? But I like them because what you see is what you get. You know that if you ask them a question, they're going to answer honestly. You're not going to get a lot of BS, and that's just kind of the same with Verse as well. You know, she is what she is. She doesn't really care what you think of her, and I can respect that. That's something that I can, yeah, just I have time for, basically. I much prefer this than people who are like deceitful and two-faced and that. What about your parents? My mother ran a successful farm, and I worked it for a number of years before I found the chorus. She was a hard, bitter woman, acted like the world owed her something. She never talked about my father, though. I figured out a thing or two about him later on. He was a merchant from the Northern Empire, took a liking to her, and she him. He stayed around only long enough to get what he wanted. Never mind him. My mother never had what you could call taste, so he couldn't have been terribly influential to me if he did stick around. Okay. So, how did you get conscripted? That kind of follows from this. Flashing, yeah, that's cool actually. That's a nice analogy. An open knife, very direct, flashy, and dangerous. How did I? You think I have the wrong idea about me? The chorus didn't take me as a sobbing maid. I strode into their camp and enlisted. Someone tossed me a dented blade. I lived through initiation, spent a week butchering my neighbors, and moved on with my new kin. Didn't waste time with goodbyes. My mother had long since died, and the rest of my family were louses. The girl I used to be, even she knew that she was worth more than all of them combined. All right, so if that didn't happen, what would you be doing? That's the naive question that I've ever heard. Characters everywhere. You are in the overlord's army, you're being trampled by it. Of course, I would have laboured on the family farm into my maturing years, married some dolt and littered him a nursery of squealing piglets. Having my body torn to pieces by smaller versions of me sounds like fun. Then one day, I decided enough was enough. I'd slit my husband's throat over breakfast and run off to join the chorus anyway. My way saved me a lot of time. You're a killer. Better stick with the chorus. Yeah, I think that's just her nature, isn't it? There we go. At least you understand. The chorus praises and rewards the thing inside me that I would suppress in civilized company. Life's too short to repress every desire, right? Especially if I have anything to say about it. Alright, that's enough questions about your past. Are you a spy for the Voices of Narat? She regards you with an unreadable expression. Her mismatched eyes look at each of yours in turn. She's got mismatched eyes. Wow. Been speaking for a long time, sorry. Nope. Not gonna tell me. All right, well, what have you been up to with the Scarlet Chorus?
The Scarlet Chorus is mostly for madmen and peasants with rusty daggers, but it's also a little niche of freedom that I never had. Once I survived training and met my Scarlet Fury sisters, I saw a different side of the Howling Mob.
All right, tell me about your training.
For new recruits shoved to the front lines, training means surviving the first battle. Anything beyond that is for the fighters who show potential, whether as blade dancers or arcane madmen. There's nothing in the world like getting put through the paces as a Scarlet Fury. Every day is a test of your commitment and passion. Failure means death. The first few weeks were the hardest, but also the most rewarding. I earned my name, picked up some quality weapons, and met my sisters.
Wait, you earned your name? I think a simple farmer from the Tiers would name her child Verse. I suggest you visit my old village. Most of them were walking around with surnames like Barrel or Fish. Not the most creative bunch. The chorus takes your name away. Whatever you were before, you aren't that person anymore. Then you earn back a name through great deeds, usually murderous ones. That's why you see choirmen talking aloud with names like Stink Mouse or Face First. There's probably a good reason for that. The Voices of a Rat gave me this name. When the Scarlet Chorus runs howling into battle, he doesn't hear war, he hears a symphony. And when I fight with blade or bow, he told me that my music stands out louder than anyone else's and contains too many parts to be easily defined. The pay is probably lousy. I guess the pay is just whatever you take. So, when you least expected, the Arcane of Secrets is downright charming. All right, what about your secrets? Let's go. Well, what about your? I was going to say about your sisters, but it's not there anymore. So tell me about the Scarlet Furies. It's kind of the same thing.
The elite fighters of the Scarlet Chorus. Your typical Horde recruit fights with a rusty spoon and a chip on his shoulder, but the Scarlet Furies are, well, different. We focus our madness. We coordinate, we kill, we dance. It's like art. Imagine a sculpture that twisted in weird, beautiful angles, and then gutted you too fast for you to realize what was happening.
You even hear yourself when you talk. She knows that when you type laughter, you're also typing slaughter, yeah. I'm gonna be down with this. I like her. I think my character likes her. Sounds wonderful.
It is.
There you go.
As I remind myself all the time. The most important day of my life was when the Voices of Nerat recognized my potential and sent me to Scarlet Fury training.
I'm not going to ask her what her real name is. What are your weapon skills? When I was just a kid, I didn't take me long to realize I was a natural. Pick up a rusty kitchen knife and screw a rat from across the room. Scarlet Chorus gave me opportunities to further educate myself. My sisters were always a bit surprised by how quickly I took to different fighting styles. She frowns a moment, then shakes off whatever she wanted to say.
What do you need to know?
Who are your sisters? Who were they? And most important, Three Whispers, Red Geezer, and Seeking Sheath. Wow, that's not an easy one to say, is it? Best fighters I've ever met. There wasn't a foe. Wow, this is going on and on. We couldn't take down together. Our fighting styles complemented perfectly. We divided up the killing work like bards sharing a song. At least we used to. I'll ask what happened to them first, and then we'll see about each one. But this is the crux of the matter, isn't it? They were scouting around Vendron's Well during the siege, back when we only suspected the guard was organizing in secret. My sisters and I came upon a group of them, or Kairos knows, maybe they found us. No one said anything. We drew iron and bronze. That was when everything went wrong. I was supposed to take point and occupy the guard with the dance of blade work. Something disorienting while my sisters picked up their marks. I hesitated. I lost my nerve. Instead of rushing the Oathbreakers, I froze with my weapon drawn. My sisters fought on without me, but they were off balance, like whatever I had was catching. They died, I lived. My sisters were relying on me to lead the dance. I failed them. I'm going to tell her off. Yeah, your actions were inexcusable for a fighter of your station. You're absolutely right. Yeah. We're going to get along. If I witnessed the same and one of my good sisters, I might have killed her for endangering the rest of us. Good thing for me that they didn't get the chance. She chuckles, but there's no humor in it. Hesitation is a rot, unbecoming of any chorus member and unheard of in a Scarlet Fury. I would cut it from my body and cauterize the wound if I only knew the source. She grimaces once more and turns inward, contemplating. It might have been a spell or something though, mightn't it? Any thoughts on the topic, or it's here to open old wounds? Any idea why you lost your nerve in battle? I wish I had an explanation. For the first time I lost the dance. The song murdered you silent. Instead, there was only rigid, organized control. I thought maybe if we don't ask questions that could be offensive. Okay, fair enough. This RPG is amazing, gets better as it reaches towards the end. Oh, man, Menon, you think so? Cool. Hello. And hello, Bolland. Nice to see you both. How are you? How you doing? Happy Sunday. We can ask about them now. Through whispers. She was calm as the surface of a pond and light on her feet. More than one foe tripped and fell on their own blade due to Whisper's crafty footwork. Oh, now she gets sorry. What about Red Geyser? Or is it Geyser? I never remember how to freaking pronounce that. One woman siege breaker. She would launch herself at her foes like a battering ram. Not even his favoured phalanx could withstand that dumb, suicidal wench. Karis's eyes. But when she was something to behold. Oof. But she was a lot of woman, I bet. And seeking SS. That girl could pass a spear through 12 rings from the far side of a battlefield. Kairos helped any foes who approached her marching single file. She made a game of splitting as many soldiers as possible with the same javelin. Alright. I think that will do for now.
Just point me in the right direction.
Both in that conversation.
Just point me in the right direction.
And this stream. It's gone on for a little while. We've got 3.5 hours of footage, 3 hours of which teeth. I know, it's weird. I know how to say it, it's just awkward. But look, we get loyalty, we get favor with verse, so now I don't know if we can see that again, so look.
Fatebinder, always a pleasure.
Oh, there you go. There you go. She likes me a bit more now. But yeah, loyalty 2. That's cool.
What do you need?
Oh, catch a jewel. No. No. Very slow at the start. Yeah, well, RPGs tend to be, don't they? Especially like this one. That it gives you a lot of information, right? We've got a Siren's Son now. Siren, huh? Okay. Each of the songs is a series of stanzas that produce a different effect. Once the stanza ends, the effect will linger overlapping with the effects of the next. You can change Siren's current song. Okay, this is interesting because I don't know who this is. So Baldur's Gate 1 slow at least? No, it does put you into the action, right? I am used to like RPGs being slow at the start, so this isn't anything different. And I think it does a good job of like teaching you everything. Because now, like, I mean, we've been streaming for 3.5 hours, but we've only had maybe an hour and a half of gameplay, and I kind of know everything, right? Right? I mean, obviously there's skills to unlock, but the basic mechanics, I get, right? So, which is nice. Like an hour and a half into Baldur's Gate 3, I know it's a more complex. Whoops, I pressed something. A more complex game with more things going on, but still relatively. This does a good job about telling you, what to do. I like it. The conquest really helps you get the lore. Yeah, it's a really good way of doing it. Again, yeah, the only fault I have, with it is the fact that we're a level 1. I don't think there are any levels in this, but yeah, our skills don't especially reflect what we've done in the conquest. But yeah, I do like the the effect is. I mean, what could have happened, just reviewing that a little bit, is we do this at, like, you know, with a really high level, but like in this situation here, maybe it can be scripted so that this guy, I don't know, like you suffer an injury somehow, right? Which then injures you, and you're like, okay, let's carry on. But yeah, you just take a lot of... Oh yeah, there's something up there. Can you do it? Yeah.
I'm on it.
Okay, fine. Again, very Pillars of Eternity, that, I think. So yeah, that's the only kind of like thing that I would possibly want to change, is it could give you... But then if it does that, it gives you a bunch of stuff to do, and you've got to maybe learn it all. So yeah, that probably wouldn't work. Maybe just give you more health or something, I don't know. So you're not so close to dying all the time. But yeah, you know, it's a... In the scheme of things, it's a pretty minor thing, and I'm not really sure how I would change it, so it's not like I could do any better, right? Okay. So, oh, let's save it. Let's save the game as a new save. Yeah, let's let's do that. Okay, that did it right. I did it right for the load game now. Cool. Okay. Look, I was Valeria before. Now I'm Vrexia. You see, character development. I have changed so much in my 3.5 years since I did Valeria. Now we're Vrexia. Okay. Well. Thank you everybody for joining. Oh, a lot of fun. And yes, we will continue this another time. If you're watching the VOD on the YouTubes, cheers very much and see you in the next one. Toodaloo.